And welcome in, everybody, right now to Final Yard Football on YouTube. I'd like to join everybody in on Sportscaster as well. Two platforms streaming this game, doing play-by-play for you guys tonight as we got the LA Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks for this one as we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Hey, what is good, TC gang on YouTube? Welcome in, my man. Thanks so much for joining me right now as we are on Final Yard Football on YouTube as we should have a good game between both of these teams in store tonight, that is for sure, as the Seahawks coming in with 1.5-point favorites for this game, hosting the LA Rams. LA Rams with a big wake-up call last week. Short turnaround here. They lost on Sunday 55-40. Welcome in Zachariah once again. Welcome in, man. Thanks so much for joining me once again here on YouTube, Zachariah. So, yeah, this should be a great game at CenturyLink Field tonight. Home of the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle's basically been lights out at home throughout the Pete Carroll era. Their only loss in September was against the New Orleans Saints last month. Their only loss of the season. They're 3-1 right now. They lost at home to the Saints during their last home game for Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll in the pregame warm-ups got dinged off the nose with a football. It was just a terrible game for him. In that one, coaching his team. It was downpouring rain outside. Chris Carson had trouble with securing the football. As Chris Carson, coming into last week, was the #1 fumbler in the NFL with 3 fumbles in every single one of his games here. But Rashad Penny should be back playing tonight for the Seattle Seahawks in this one. Chris Carson with a bounce-back game last week, by the way, as he had 22 carries for 104 yards against the Arizona Cardinals. But the big surprise was Jared Goff with 45 pass completions, 68 attempts, both up there for NFL records, tied with Drew Bledsoe for most completions ever in NFL history with those 45 completions. And yes, it's indeed, Zachariah, the year of the quarterback here, and Russell Wilson has been showing it so far this season. The year of the quarterback here with Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, the type of quarterbacks that love to throw on the run, scramble for the first downs, pick it up with their legs and feet. It's the type of mobile quarterback that this is what it's become now in the NFL. No more pocket passers. It shifted the entire direction here as we're in 2019. Moving on to 2020 here in 3 months, and it's been a whole new direction for the NFL, especially with all the different types of play calling that we've seen throughout the past couple years. All the different play designs that we've seen. Fake the end around, jet sweep stuff, quarterback options, stuff from the Wildcat that we saw during college that's now being incorporated into the NFL. Tons of stuff with motion in the backfield. It's just pretty cool stuff to see when you dig into somebody's offensive playbook and see an offensive-minded head coach, somebody like a Sean McVay, and see what they do with that offense. As the LA Rams did have a ton of offense last week, but they only scored 40 points. Only 40 points because their opponent scored 55, and who could have ever believed it was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? A much-needed wake-up call for the LA Rams. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers set a franchise record last Sunday with those 55 points, the most points ever in the history of the Buccaneers as a team. And last year, they tied a record 48 points, which was set the prior before that for most points scored. That was in the Superdome week 1 against the New Orleans Saints, where they had that ridiculous 48-40 shootout to start the season. But what a season so far in the NFL. Both of these teams coming in with 3-1 records here on Thursday Night Football to kick it off tonight for Week 5 action. I did my NFL predictions earlier this week on Sportscaster. I went with the Seahawks. I do like Seattle at home in this game. I picked Seattle to win it, but a close game by a touchdown. 30-23, I am predicting the Seahawks to get the W here. But we welcome you guys in here to the stream as we are on Sportscaster. We are on YouTube. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream tonight. So, looking at the Saints, they were out to a 3-0 start here, beating the Panthers week 1. Close game, though, 30-27. Then they won against the Saints when Drew Brees went down, 27-9, carrying the momentum forward into week 3 Sunday Night Football, winning against the Browns. And then last week against the Buccaneers, the defense just stopped whatever it was, and the wheels were there, but not enough for the Rams, as Jared Goff did turn over the ball 3 times off of turnovers in that one. That's only his second game in his career that he's had 3+ turnovers. The other game was when he took on the Chicago Bears last season. But for the Seahawks here, Seattle winning a close one in Week 1. That was at home, too, against the Cincinnati Bengals. And then another close game against the Steelers at Pittsburgh in Week 2. And then in Week 3, it was the 33-27 loss against the Saints. Should have been 33-21, though. Lots of that garbage time touchdown right before the clock expired. As we are on Sportscaster, we are on YouTube. Welcome in, everybody. As thank you guys so much. We got NFL Week 5 tonight kicking off. Thursday Night Football. It should be a fantastic time, and it should be a fantastic game as well. Just going to join my, one of my friends is streaming a hockey game right now, so I'm just going to join them in the chat, let them know that I'm here. But yeah, thank you all for coming in here tonight as we are on a Sports Dish on Sportscaster. We are also on YouTube, by the way, on Final Yard Football on YouTube. We got Thursday Night Football tonight right now. Getting down to action in about 5 minutes with kickoff. I'm predicting the Seahawks here in this game. Final score, I'm predicting 30-23. I have got Seattle winning by 7. Hey, what's good, Kidder 96, man? Michael is going for the Rams, and Terry, Tony, and Peter are going for the Seahawks. Yeah, I just saw their picks right here on Fox. So, yeah, 3 for the Seahawks, 1 for the Rams. This should be a pretty good game between these two. I think it's going to be a fantastic game, everybody. Two teams in the NFC West going at it tonight, and Jared Goff, of course, wanting a bounce-back game, even though he had 517 passing yards, but he did get picked off 3 times against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Hey, one thing to note here that I was looking up on my research is that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the #1 rushing defense against the run so far this season. That is really surprising that Tampa Bay has the #1 rush defense. So that is just big-time surprising right there, but it's just a huge turnaround, what they can do. Todd Bowles is defensive coordinator now for the Bucs, and they have Bruce Arians as head coach. And it's just been something incredible what they've been able to do right now. Hey, thanks so much, Zachariah. Hey, no problem. Anytime that you want to come on board, feel free to join me in the chat whenever. So yeah, everybody, thanks so much all for joining me in here. We are on Sportscaster, we are on YouTube. We're almost getting ready to go for this game right now. Gonna go down to impact players here. Cooper Kupp, slot receiver for the LA Rams, has had a great season so far. Could possibly be the comeback player of the year for 2019. Cooper Kupp now with 32 receptions. Inside the top 5 in the NFL in receptions here for Cooper Kupp this season. 32 receptions. 388 yards and 3 touchdowns by Kupp so far this season. On the other side, Tyler Lockett having a good season as well. Once again, for the Seahawks, 26 receptions, leading the team in catches, and 328 yards through the air with 2 touchdown grabs so far this season. Both of these teams will want to get their running backs going. That was the one problem here, is that they were just one-dimensional last week big time. Only about 11 rushing attempts for the Rams compared to 68 attempted passes, which is absolutely ridiculous. As right now, we will get into Sportscaster. Hey, welcome in here, Kevin Shaw. Welcome in here to Sportscaster, by the way, calling play-by-play. In less than 3 minutes, we'll start this game between the Seahawks and the Rams. John Smith on YouTube saying he's got the Rams 21-17. Yeah, I think everybody's got this game close. I'm going Seahawks 30-23 in this one. I'm liking Seattle at home. This should be a really interesting matchup. We got some pretty good games this week, guys. Browns taking on the 49ers on Monday Night Football. That should be a pretty good game. The only two only two games that look like they're going to be blowouts this week is the Eagles versus the Jets and the Patriots against the Redskins. All the other games look like it's basically fair game this week besides, yeah, maybe the Chiefs and the Colts too. I think the Chiefs should easily handle the Colts by like 2 touchdowns. But as far as the other games, a lot of them are looking really close. Green Bay against Dallas on the 4:25 slot. That should be a good one. That one's on Fox as well. So we welcome you guys in here to the stream, by the way. Thursday night football as we look to the NFC West standings. And can you believe it, everybody? The San Francisco 49ers are undefeated, 3-0, but they had that Week 4 bye. They'll get back to action here 15 days later, with their next game being on Monday night, playing the Cleveland Browns, taking on a red-hot Cleveland Browns team, by the way. Yes, so Kidder96 saying Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Erin Andrews, and Christina Pink are calling this game on Fox and NFL Network. Yes, so this game is also on Fox and NFL Network. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman have the call on the sideline for the sideline reporters. Erin Andrews and Christina Pink are down there for this game. And Joe Buck and Troy Aikman will be back for America's Game of the Week as well on Fox, 4:25 p.m. on Sunday. Packers versus Cowboys. I'll have the Redskins against Patriots game at 1, and then I'll have the Sunday night football game on at 8:20. The Sunday night game between the Colts and the Chiefs. So 2 games for you guys on YouTube on Sunday, and if you guys are on Sportscaster, you get 2 games here on Sunday with the Pats versus Redskins as well, and the Chiefs versus Colts, but you also will get the second half of the Green Bay versus Dallas game after I have dinner. So yeah, we're just getting ready to go to this game here in just a moment. I'll be on the call for you guys. Welcome in here as we are on Sportscaster. We are also on YouTube calling this game, doing play-by-play tonight. So this should be a good game with both of these teams. Should be a really good game with these two teams going at it tonight. The LA Rams, the main thing that LA needs to do in this one is they need to start running the football effectively. That's what needs to be on their radar tonight for the LA Rams, is to run the football effectively if they want to get the W in action tonight. That is something that they've struggled so far with this season for the LA Rams, is rushing the football, but we'll see what goes on in today's game. Cannot wait between these two teams. Looking like they're so evenly matched going into this one. Should be a fun time watching these two teams play it out. Alright, everybody, we are almost here for kickoff. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button, thumbs up down below, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well on YouTube. If you guys are a part of Sportscaster, feel free to become a fan of mine here. I'm on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster right now. Russell Wilson, perfect this season, 8 touchdown passes to no picks. He is only one of 3 quarterbacks left remaining in the NFL that started Week 1, and all the 4 games so far this season that does have perfect in touchdowns in that category and 0 interceptions. So the other 2 players with no picks so far this season, Patrick Mahomes, who is the number 1 in the MVP running once again, and the other quarterback, by the way, is Marcus Mariota, which is really surprising. Hey, welcome in, Ben. Welcome in. You are on Off the Wall Hockey, my friend John's channel. Welcome in here to Final Yard Football here on YouTube. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. I just started this football channel, by the way, in August, so I also have a basketball channel. I'm also on Sportscaster. I'll drop the link for you here on Sportscaster as well, and check out, I'll type in here, check out my basketball channel. It is called Behind the Arc Basketball, and that's where I do basketball play-by-play too. So feel free to check out my basketball channel as well, guys. It's called Behind the Arc Basketball. I have like 360 subs on that. I've been doing that channel since around early January, as the Seahawks will receive the ball first. That ball got kicked to the back of the end zone by the Rams. So I'll put up the bottom possession arrow here. We got the Seattle Seahawks with the football here with quarterback Russell Wilson into the game. 8 touchdowns, no picks so far this season for Russ. as we welcome in you guys here to the channel right now. Russell Wilson has the best completion percentage in the NFL. Almost 73% of his completions this season, which leads the NFL so far. Alright, so here we are getting ready to go to this game right now. Russell Wilson, ace formation, gut in the backfield. The running back, Chris Carson, hands it off up the middle to Carson. Carson gains around 2 in the play, brings up a 2nd and 8 coming up for the Seahawks. So Chris Carson, run up the middle, only a gain of 2 to start out this game. We'll look towards the Seahawks offense first. Ranking mid-pack in the NFL, their best is passing the football. They rank 11th in, but rushing and total offense, that's where they're ranked anywhere from between 13th to 16th this season towards that mid-pack of the NFL. Wilson in the gun, Carson to his right. He's got 2 wide towards the left, and the receiver going in motion to the right. That's Lockett. Wilson takes the snap, looks left, looks right, tries to escape the pressure. Does pass over the middle on the check down, complete for about a gain of 1 or 2 on the play, and there's a flag that's thrown immediately here on the field. We'll check the flag stopping time with 14:16 left to go in the first quarter. And it's a holding penalty by the Seahawks. So, yeah, Seahawks have had trouble this season with that offensive line, unfortunately, for Seattle. Russell Wilson got sacked like a good amount of times in the season opener against Cincinnati. I think he got sacked like 4 or 5 times against the Bengals in Week 1. And right there, pocket collapses, and that's only the 2nd play of the game. Hey, welcome in here, SW Michael on Sportscaster. What's good, man? Thanks so much for joining me back here. We got 14 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Russell Wilson, the shotgun. He goes 5 wide, 3 to the left, 2 receivers to the right, going in motion. That's Chris Carson as he goes to the left now of Wilson. Wilson takes the snap, back to pass, flushed out to the left, complete. Pass the 25 to the 30. Oh, lost the football. The Rams recover it. Down the right sideline, Marcus Peters with a recovery, and he is stopped at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks losing the football on the 3rd play of the game. We're going to check here. Was the receiver out of bounds when he lost the football? That's what we're going to check here, guys. Marcus Peters, yeah, that was close. Jaron Brown, the receiver. Oh, he stripped to the football. I think he was in play. I think he was in play on the field. So the Rams are challenging this. The ref said that Jaron Brown was down by contact, out of bounds. But Sean McVay with an early challenge here. And if the Rams are able to reverse this challenge, LA will get that football about the 22-yard line of Seattle territory when we get back to action. So we welcome in everybody here. We're on YouTube. We're on Sportscaster. If you guys haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here on YouTube. We are also on Sportscaster. Welcome in, guys, on Sportscaster, as right now there's a challenge on the field here at the moment with the LA Rams to see if they've recovered the football on the strip. We'll get back to action here in just a moment as we are on both of these channels. Final Yard Football on YouTube and the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. So, wow, that already a big swing in the game if that indeed was a stripped fumble on the play. So, Jaron Brown had a reception about the 28-yard line going down the left side of the sideline. And then he was stripped of the football, but the ref said that he was out of bounds at the left side of the sideline. And now we're just awaiting confirmation from the booth to see what they thought upstairs about that when they went to New York in the play to see if that play will get reversed on the field or not. So that's what we're checking here, is if that play will get reversed or not. So Zachariah predicting this one, the Rams 24, Seahawks 21. Yeah, everybody's saying it's close. I've got this one to be a close game too. Everybody is saying this game is close for sure. So yeah, I think this should be a really close game between both of these teams. I've got the Seahawks 30-23 over the Rams. Should be a wonderful week of football, that is for sure right now, as we are on a commercial break here. This is going to be an interesting call on the field. Jaron Brown down the left sideline was stripped of the football, and we'll check to see what this challenge was. Sean McVay throws the challenge flag. And I'll get the time for you guys right now. We're not even 2 minutes into this game. We are a minute and 6 seconds into this game right now. And Sean McVay threw the challenge flag already on the field. So a minute and 6. into this game and already a challenge. So we'll see if this is reversed. If it is reversed, there will be fantastic field position to start out for the LA Rams. So let's see here. Jerron Brown along the left sideline. And yeah, it seemed like he was stripped of the football inbounds from what I saw. I thought that he was stripped of the football inbounds, and Marcus Peters took it down the right sideline to approximately the Seattle 22-yard line. What a strip there. So we're going to check the challenge once this is all said and done. If you guys do enjoy this broadcast here on YouTube, hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Yes, that looks like a turnover on the replay. So Seattle should be turning this football over. Hey, what is good, Ryan? Thanks so much, man, for joining me back here. We're just awaiting this challenge on the field. Here's the challenge. Pass was caught. Ball was fumbled. LA recovered the football. Okay, so they're not allowed to advance the football, but the Rams recover the football. So this call gets reversed now, and the Rams will take over at the Seattle 33-yard line. So now I'm going to switch possession hours here because Jerron Brown did indeed fumble the football down the left sideline. So the call has been reversed on the play, and the LA Rams with a prime field position right now at the Seahawks 33. So the Rams now with the football, everybody. We welcome you guys in here to the stream, by the way. Welcome in, Ryan, my man. What is good? Saying he's got Russell Wilson for fantasy. Hope he has a good night. Just completed the pass, but unfortunately, Jerron Brown fumbled the football. Goff here with the ball. Hands it off. Up the middle. Gurley. Burst the speed. Pin. Bowling past one defender right there. Going to the second level. Picks up about a gain of 9 on the play. Brings up now a 2nd and 1 for the Rams. So the Rams with a nice run right there. 9-yard start up the gut by Todd Gurley. That's what the Rams need to incorporate into this game. They only had 11 rushes compared to 68 passing attempts. So imbalanced in the last game with their one-dimensional offense against the Buccaneers. The Rams with the football here. Goff in the ace formation. He's going to hand this one off to Gurley. Right side counter. Gets stopped at the 30. Loss of 6 in the play. Going to bring up now a 3rd and about 6 or 7 here for the Rams. So loss of 6 there in the play. Wow, that hole right up front just completely got unblocked, untouched. One of the blockers for the Seahawks just coming straight through right there with a huge tackle for a loss on Todd Gurley. So here we go, guys. 3rd down coming up here for the LA Rams. That will be a 3rd and 6. Ball spot at the 29. Rams at the 29 of Seattle. Goff in the gun. He's got Gurley to his right. 3 wide to the left. 2 wide to the right. Goff takes the snap. Back to pass. Passes right side. Incomplete. Incomplete. Right at the sticks. Everett had it in his hands for a second. Gerald Everett, but he dropped the football. It's going to bring up a 4th and 6 here. So Gerald Everett had the ball in his hands for a moment. Dropped it, though, and we have 12.5 left to go in the first quarter. Brings up a 4th and 6. And the Seahawks will bring on Greg the Leg here from the right hash to kick this field goal attempt. He is 9 for 11 this season, banged through a 58-yard long field goal this year. Greg the Leg here, Greg Zuerlein with a 47-yard attempt coming up for the Rams. 47 yards out for Greg Zuerlein. The snap, the hold, the kick, and this one curling into the right post. It is up and good by the Rams as they start out with a 3-0 lead. Got enough of the wind right there for the Rams to take this lead. So, coming back to action, we are currently on a commercial break, everybody. That'll be 3-0 Rams to Seattle. We'll get the football when we do get back to the game. Does Oregon get snow? Yes, they do. They have, like, mountain areas up there in Oregon. I know, like, inland in Oregon, they get, like, a good amount of snow. Especially, like, early in the season, like, late October, I believe, November. That's what I've heard from Oregon with their snow. Like, Oregon and Washington gets a good amount of snow up there. It's basically like the same thing in New England. There's different areas, though, with, like, mountains, and then there's areas towards, like, the Pacific coast. It's kind of like the same thing with the state of New Hampshire, where they have, like, the sea coast with, like, Hampton Beach and Portsmouth, and then they have, like, the inland areas with, like, Mount Washington and all those areas towards the White Mountains. But right now, everybody, we are on commercial break. The Rams kicked the field goal. It was up and good. 3-zip the score right now. Yes, December is the best month to see football in the snow, especially the Buffalo Bills playing in the snow with all that lake effect snow they get there right off the lake. So, yeah, upstate New York, like inland towards like western New York and upstate New York, they get clobbered with snow because of like all the lake effect snow that comes off like Lake Erie into like all those places. Same as like Wisconsin and Minnesota, they get like a ton of snow out there. Same as Vermont. There's like some systems generate snow, bringing it over like Lake Champlain, and then like right in the smack dab of middle of Vermont, they get like a big time snowstorm. Same thing as New Hampshire and Maine, just going right across Lake Winnipesaukee, picks up steam, boom, and hits everything in western Maine and so forth right after that. I'm from Massachusetts. We do get snow, but not as heavy as what our like northern New England folks get in like Vermont, Maine, and New Hampshire. But yeah, good amount of snow we get from usually in December. February is usually the worst for us. Virginia, does Virginia get snow? I believe they get snow. I've seen snow in the reports as far north as like the Florida Georgia border. But yeah, Virginia does get snow. The parts, especially the parts bordering like Washington D.C., that like northern Virginia part is most prone to snow compared to like the southern parts down there towards like North Carolina. They don't get as much snow as northern Virginia. As we're back to action here with this game, Greg Zuerlein will kick off this football. West Virginia and the mountains get a pretty good amount of snow, same as Tennessee, as this kickoff goes to the Seahawks. They'll take a knee in their end zone and take it out at their own 25-yard line. So we'll try here with the Seahawks when they have the football here. 12:24 left to go in the first quarter right now. Seattle with a fumble by Jaron Brown and led to the field goal by Greg Zuerlein on that last possession. Hey, what is good, Danielle? Thanks so much for joining me back here once again. So, I bet that Danielle caught the season finale last week of Big Brother. I did too, by the way. Unfortunately, it was not the winner who I wanted to win the game, unfortunately, but it is what it is, I guess. 12:20 left to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation right now for Russell Wilson. Wilson the gun. He's got to the right of him. Chris Carson the running back. Wilson, play action. Rolling out to his right. Passes on the run. Throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. That ball intended for the rookie DK Metcalf, but zoomed over his head out of bounds. So we got 12:20 here in the first quarter. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Rams defense right now, even though they had 55 points allowed against the Buccaneers, still they rank inside the top 15 in the NFL right now. Shotgun formation for Wilson. Carson to the right. 2 wide to the right. And 2 wide to the left. Wilson in the gun. Carson moving to his left side of Wilson. Wilson takes the snap. Hand off to Carson. Carson gains up the middle around 4 on the carry and HB draw to about the 29. Brings up a 3rd and 6 coming up. Who did I want to win the game? Danielle, for Big Brother. Early on in the game, I was a fan of Sam in the game, but he unfortunately didn't even make it the jury. Later in the game, I was a fan of Tommy too, either Tommy or Nicole to win the game. Also, Kat, but Kat was like the first one to jury. But later in the game, I wanted it either to be Tommy or Nicole in the final, and I wish that Nicole had got in there and got the win. But anyway, she got America's favorite house guest, so that was awesome. And we saw what Jackson's reaction was, which was quite the scene. This run up the middle, first down by the Seahawks. Gain of 7 on the run right there by Chris Carson. Zachariah saying here, name one snow state you would live in, not New York. Let's see here. For a snow state, I've always liked New Hampshire. I've always liked New Hampshire. Like, the capital city area is really nice towards like Concord, New Hampshire. The areas outside of Concord is pretty nice. Hopkinton, New Hampshire, Hooksett, Goffstown, Loudoun, Belmont. And then the Seacoast area is pretty nice towards like Hampton Beach and Portsmouth. That run up the middle went nowhere. Chris Carson lost around a gain of 3 on the carry and the running back drawing the play. Brings up now a 2nd and 13 here for the Seahawks. Yeah, Minnesota is a cold state too. Especially if you live towards, like, the capital region. You get, like, the Mall of America and stuff. There's so much to do there. Yeah, Antonio Brown, Danielle. Antonio Brown stated last week that he would not play in the NFL ever again. That's what he posted on Twitter. So we'll see if that holds to be true throughout the season. Wilson fakes the pass and then try to pass it underneath the Carson. Incomplete on the play at the 30. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 coming up. So that pass rush coming up unmanned up the middle right there for the LA Rams. As Russell Wilson had no place to throw the football. He had Aaron Donald right in his face, dragging him right to the ground. Somebody forgot to pick up Aaron Donald on the play, and when you forget to pick him up, it's going to be bad things that happen right there. 10-17 left to go in the first quarter right now. Seahawks with the football. Chris Carson going to line up wide to the left as a wide receiver. They're going empty, 5 wide here for the Seahawks. Wilson from the gun. They got 3 defensive players up front for the Rams. Now they go 4. Wilson passes short right side. That was complete. Stiff arm by the tight end. And Will Dissly gets brought down for around a gain of 4 or 5 in the play. Tackled in the open space by Aqib Talib. And the Seahawks will have to punt this football away with less than 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. So let's see here, back to the chat. Zachariah here on YouTube saying, we won the championship game. He got 237 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and won 35-10. Wow, that's awesome, man. Congrats. One hell of a game for Zachariah on the ground. That is incredible, man. 237 rushing yards. That's something to really be proud of. That is awesome, dude. So the punt by the Seahawks gets booted away here. The Rams will return it by J.J. Natson. Natson past the 20, slips a tackle past the 25. Down the right sideline, slips another tackle past the 30, gets tackled around the 31. So the 5'7" returner there, Natson, for about a 12-yard return on the play. We'll get back to action here in just a moment as we are on YouTube and also on Sportscaster. If you guys would like to check out my Sportscaster, feel free to do that. I just posted a link here. That's where I do a bunch of content each week. I do my NFL game picks on Tuesday nights around 7:30 p.m. On that, also, I did my top 25 NFL surprises. So click that link that I posted in the chat. It's called Sportscaster. That's where I do all my sports content for basketball, football, baseball play-by-play too. Maybe even some NASCAR play-by-play in there when the NASCAR season doesn't compete with the NFL when it starts up back in February. Oh, yes. That is right, Ryan. So he's got his game against Bonnie Eagle on Saturday. Good luck to Ryan as well. Tight end for his high school football team. Got quite some size on the field, I'm sure. Hopefully he can grab another red zone touchdown. That'd be awesome, dude. Zachariah here making it to the playoffs. 12-4, and then we came back. That's cool, man. Yeah, SC is Sportscaster, and as well it's Sports Center. So yeah, if you guys haven't heard yet, I am also on Sportscaster. I just finished up my first month on Sportscaster in September, and by the way, I got monetized on Sportscaster already. I finished in the top 10, and when you finish in the top 10 for Sportscaster, you get prizes when you finish in the top 10 for the month. So I got a prize that came in a couple of days ago on Sportscaster. But now it's pretty cool because they do weekly prizes on Sportscaster starting this week. So now I'm going to check my ranking for you guys again here if you're on YouTube. But yeah, I'm like right into that top 10. If you get into the top 10 on Sportscaster, you get money for each week. And right now we've performed fairly well here on Sportscaster this week. Right now we're actually just outside of the top 10 at number 11 here at the moment, with plenty of streams coming up throughout the week. So hopefully we can get back in there once again. Thank you guys so much here for joining my channel. The Rams will get the football when we do get back to action. Let's see here. How in the world did the Rams lose to the Buccaneers? I have no clue. That was my biggest surprise. I talked about my surprises video on Sportscaster for the week. That was ridiculous. My biggest surprise of the year by far had to be the Buccaneers putting up 55 spots to the Rams. That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. Ryan's team's 4-0, now looking for a second straight state championship. That is awesome. That is incredible, Ryan. Yeah, I actually looked up your high school on Max Preps the other day, and I saw the state rank for Maine on Max Preps. It ranked your team in Maine number 1 for a team in Maine. That's awesome. So we're back to action here. Goff hands it up the middle to Gurley. Gurley gains around 3 and a carry to about the 34-yard line. So now at the 34-yard line of Seattle, brings up a 2nd and 7 coming up for the LA Rams right now with Jared Goff, the quarterback, as we approach the 9-minute mark left to go in the first quarter. So upcoming streams, I'll have the Pats against Redskins for you guys. That will be on Sunday, 1 o'clock, and then the Sunday Night Football as well. 2nd and 7, 8:50 left to go in the first quarter. Goff in the A's formation. Goff going play action, going to the air here. Pass down the left side. Complete first down pass midfield to the 45 out of bounds. To the tight end. He hitches it up on Gerald Everett on the crossing route for the first down catch. Yeah, that's incredible, Zachariah. 1,200 rushing yards this season and 12 touchdowns. That is just racking up the stat line right there. That is awesome. Keep it up, man, and you will definitely get college scholarships someday. Goff, play action, passes short to Gurley. Gurley catches it and goes out of bounds for around a gain of 2 on the catch. So Todd Gurley with a catch out of the backfield. Rams offense ranking 22nd in the NFL in rushing the football. That's something that they need to get going if they want to stay in this season and compete for the NFC West. The NFC West right now has been a terrific division to watch so far this season. The 3-0 surprising 49ers, and both of these teams tied for second right now in the division at 3-1. Rams with the football as we approach the 8-minute mark left to go in the first quarter. Brandon Cooks going in motion. Goff hands it off. Oh, big run right here. Left side, Gurley slips a tackle, slips a second one, and out of bounds at the 31 of the Seahawks right now. So that was a gain of 13 about on the carry. Stops the clock with 7:59 left to go in the 1st and 10 coming up at the Seattle 31. That's awesome, dude. So both of you guys are excelling right there on the gridiron. That's incredible, guys. 7 touchdowns by Ryan in 2 years. That's great. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 31 of Seattle. Rams with the football, East formation. Goff hands it off to Gurley. Gurley up the middle, slips another tackle. Spin move past another for a gain of 8 on the carry to about the 23-22 yard line of Seattle now. Oof, that must have hurt, Ryan, when you got popped in the game. My best friend growing up, he played football his freshman and sophomore year of high school, and he played tight end, and one of the guys that he had to block, my friend playing tight end had to be, he's like a really skinny dude. He's like, I think like 5'8", 150 pounds, and some of the people that they asked him to block were like well over 250, 275 pounds. It was like a total mismatch. Goff hands it off up the middle again to Gurley. Gurley pushing the pile forward. First down at the 18. Gain of 4 on the carry as the Rams are inside the red zone here already with a 3-0 lead. Trying to add on to that total. So I like here what the Rams are doing so far in this game. Mixing it up. Only 3 passing attempts so far by Jared Goff. And 6 carries by Todd Gurley for 31 yards. So the ability to get Todd Gurley going in this game has been a pretty good factor so far for the LA Rams here. So right now, LA with the ball under 6.5 left to go in the first quarter. Ball spot at the 18-yard line in Seattle. Goff in the East formation. Cooks going in motion. Goff gonna go with a bootleg towards his right. He's gonna step up and scramble for it. As Goff is out of bounds around the 17-yard line. Goff is out, so he gains around 1 on the quarterback bootleg to the right. Brings up about a 2nd and 7. Oof. Man, that must have hurt, slamming your head off the ground. Ouch. Wow, yeah, Zachariah is almost as tall as me. I'm actually 5'2", Zachariah, and I'm 23 years old. I was just born small with genes. My family's really short. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Rams. Ball spot at the 17-yard line, Seattle. Goff hands it off to Gurley. Gurley stutter step, waits in the middle, and bursts the speed right there. Picks up 3 as he gets tackled about the 14-yard line. Brings up now a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Rams. Hey, what is good, Brent? Thanks so much for joining me back here on the channel. What is good, John? Welcome in once again here. Thank you guys so much. If you guys are new here to YouTube or back once again, feel free to hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And thank you guys so much for being a part of Sportscaster here on the second stream towards the left. 3rd and 6 coming up as we approach that 5-minute mark left to go in the first quarter. 8-play drive so far by the Rams. Jared Goff in the gun. Ball spot at the 14-yard line of Seattle. Goff going 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Goff takes the snap, back to pass in the pocket. Pass right side, deflected. Incomplete on the play intended for the wide receiver Robert Woods as Jamar Taylor, the corner, got the pass deflection there, stops the clock, and the 4th and 6 coming up as Greg Zerline, the kicker, will come back out onto the field to attempt another field goal. Yeah, that's awesome. Ryan with some definite height right there. 6'3", 170, only 16. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, keep it up, guys. You guys could be going on some college scholarships soon. 32 yards out right now for the Rams. Greg Delayed coming on to kick this one from dead center. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up and through the uprights, up and good. The Rams extending their lead at 6-zip LA. So now we'll move on to commercial break. We'll see what we go on in the chat as we are on Final Yard Football on YouTube, also on Sportscaster and the Sports Dish. Zachariah, the trucker, and the juker running people over. That's awesome, dude. Some beast mode runs there like Marshawn Lynch against the Saints, the 7-9 Seahawks, when they beat the Saints in the wild card round. The greatest run, in my opinion, of all time in NFL history has to be that Marshawn Lynch beast mode run that he just pushed down the Saints defender, went into the end zone. Oh, that's awesome. Kidder 96 turning 23 on the 11th of October. That's awesome, dude. So, Kidder 96 is about a year younger than me. I'll be turning 24. My birthday is in 17 days from now. It's on October 20th. So, that's when my birthday is. I'll be turning 24 on October 20th. Oh, that's awesome, dude. So, Ryan is a fantastic blocking tight end there. And when you get a touchdown reception, Ryan, you should go in for the Gronk spike. That'd be cool. George Kittle is a fantastic tight end. Pro Bowler last season. Quite fantastic. Haha. Wow, they had a horse collar you to just bring you down. Wow. I bet it's like a total mismatch with like your height on the field compared to like the other like high school players you go up against. Is probably smaller high school players too. But yeah, I was always the smallest one. I never played football, but I was always the smallest one on my team for baseball. I played baseball back in high school, and I was like the leadoff hitter on my team for baseball when I used to play in Little League in high school. Nobody could pitch to me because I was so short that they'd always walk me, and then it would always be like tough to like strike me out because I was like a good contact hitter too, and I was pretty tough to get out because I had speed on the bases. But right now, everybody, we are on commercial break, getting ready to go back to this game here in just a moment. As we are on YouTube, we are on Sportscaster. The score now: the Rams are leading 6-0 against the Seahawks. The Seahawks will get the football back when we do get back to action. Hey, what is good? Little Man Knows Sports. Welcome in here to my new football channel I created like a month ago. Welcome in, dude, and feel free to subscribe to Little Man Knows Sports too. He does basketball play-by-play stuff. Little Man Knows Sports. I'm gonna post in a link here on my chat channel. Feel free to check that out. That's where I do all my content for everything combined. I'm on that link. It's called Sportscaster. It's on the Sports Dish, which is basically all my content combined, from football videos to basketball videos to even baseball. I do all that stuff on my Sportscaster channel. We just got monetized on Sportscaster last month, where we finished in the top 5 for the month of September on Sportscaster. So feel free to check that out, guys. And yeah, Little Man Knows Sports does awesome stuff for the play-by-play too. I like when you have a chance, I definitely like recommend taking a look at Sportscaster and trying to see if that's something that you'd be interested in. There's a couple people, yeah, definitely check it out. There's a couple people that's like probably like your age that do really well calling play-by-play, so check it out. They have leaderboards and stuff like that, so definitely check it out. I think you really do well on it, as that's a run up the middle to the 30-yard line for about a gain of 5 on the play right there by Chris Carson, the running back for Seattle. Brings up a 2nd and 5, approaching 4:40 left to go in the first. Huh. Ryan had a midget put on him once, stiff-armed him, and he looked like he was just ran over by a bus. Wow. The big bus, Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis was a beast back when he played in the NFL for the Steelers. I'm streaming on 2 different computers right now, Little Man Knows Sports. So when I'm on YouTube, I have a second computer that's on Sportscaster. So you can't stream from the same computer, but if you have a laptop and if you also have an iPhone, you can stream from both of them at once, doing it that way. So you can't stream from one platform. Like, I can't stream from this computer using Sportscaster and YouTube at the same time. But since I have both of these devices, I have 2 laptops going at it right now. I have one to my left, one straight away for YouTube, and that's how I'm streaming here. But if you have a laptop and an iPhone, you can stream from the laptop YouTube. You can stream from the iPhone Sportscaster too. That's a catch towards the right side for around a gain of 5. On the play to the rookie, DK Metcalf. Jerome Bettis was fantastic in Madden. Just running right over everybody. Hey, welcome in. A6DA here to Sportscaster. We welcome you in here once again. Seattle with a 2nd and 5 coming up. 3:20 left to go in the first quarter right now as we are on the play-by-play for this game. DK Metcalf with a reception just a moment ago for the Seahawks. The rookie wideout, ball spot the 44-yard line. Wilson in the gun. Carson to his left. Wilson takes the snap. He'll go play action. Wilson's going to run it. Gets the left side edge past the 45 to about the 50, and it's about a gain of 5 or 6, and the carry brings up 3rd and short, I believe. It's close to the first down marker. We will see where this spot will be. We'll check the spot. A generous spot, they're going to say 1st and 10 coming up for the Seahawks. So we have 2:45 left to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 coming up for Seattle now. So they gave him the first down in the Russell Wilson run. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of weight there. That's fantastic, guys. 2.5 left to go in the first quarter. Wilson, ace formation, hands it off up the middle here to Carson. Carson, nothing there on the carry. He is swarmed by 2 defenders. Dante Fowler Jr. coming on with Aaron Donald to make the tackle there. So bringing up a 2nd and about 2nd and 12 coming up on the field for the Seahawks. They were at midfield, and then they went to about the Seattle 48-yard line. So about the 2nd and 12 coming up here for Seattle. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me here on the stream. Wilson the gun. Carson to his right. Just got the wide receiver going in motion to the right. That's Malik Turner. Wilson takes the snap. Back to pass here for Ross in the pocket. Flushed out to his right. Throws in the run. This one deep down the right side. Open man at the 15. Tackled at the 12-yard line. The tight end, Will Dissly, for a huge catch right there and a gigantic first down by the Seahawks. A gain of 38 on the play, so those are the fantasy points right there that Ryan was waiting for Russell Wilson. The game flushed out to his right, throws on a run, and zings it right up there to a wide open tight end down the right sideline. Will Dissly for the first down and a gain of 38 on the pass. Ball spotted about right now the 13-yard line of the Rams. Russell Wilson looks good so far. 5 for 7, 74 yards in the air. Wilson, ace formation in the backfield. Carson, Dissly going in motion, lined up to the left. Wilson, play action, going to the air, plenty of time. Plenty of time, still in the pocket, flushed out to the left by Wilson. Wilson tries to get around, pass to the end zone. Oh! Is it caught? 2 feet in, I believe so. Tyler Lockett with a touchdown. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. The toe tap by Tyler Lockett at the back left corner of the end zone. How in the world did Russell Wilson complete that? That was insane. If you guys didn't see the replay, look at this. Go to YouTube, go to Twitter. Oh, that is perfect. Tyler Lockett, as in the back of the end zone, in the back left corner, as far as you can get. Tyler Lockett with a toe tap, and it is in for 6. A touchdown reception by number 16. Oh my gosh, how did Russell Wilson complete that? That is incredible. That is Russ's 9th touchdown pass of the season. So far, he is perfect. A perfect 9 touchdown passes and no picks. What a game, guys. 49 seconds remaining, and coming on to attempt the extra point here will be Jason Myers for the Seahawks. What a pass. What a pass. Yes, indeed, Ryan. Try to upload that if you can. That was an incredible catch. Going to go down as one of the top 5 catches of the year. Here comes on the extra point. The snap, the hold, it's dead center by Myers, and the Seahawks, just like that, have the lead. That was incredible, everybody. Hey, welcome in here. Once again, everybody. I'll get to the chat here in just a moment. Got some new people back in the chat right now. So, Walter Payton, the best back in Madden 19, Zachariah saying. That's great, man. Yeah, I'm not caught up with all the new Madden games. I played Madden when I was younger. When I was a kid in elementary school and middle school, I have, like, the retro classics from, like, PS1 and PS2. TC Gang asking me, who you got in the Nats Dodgers game right now. I'll go with the Dodgers there. I think the Dodgers will win that series. Yes, Russell Wilson, incredible play, rolling out to his left, and what a catch in the back of the corner right there for the Seahawks. Dodgers got 2 on, 2 out right now. So, wow. Yeah, there's so many games going on for sports. Hockey is back, everybody. The playoffs for the MLB are on as well, and wow, what a throw by Russell Wilson for the touchdown. Astros making a dynasty. Astros looking fantastic so far, Zachariah. If you guys have been to Minute Maid Park, especially Zachariah, since you live in Houston, one of my people that I have to email for work, our voiceover guy that I email that does all the voiceover stuff for the place that I work at. He is actually the PA announcer for the Houston Astros, and he does Houston Cougars PA announcing as well. So he is the actual PA announcer for Minute Maid Park. His name is Bob Ford. That kick goes to the end zone, and yeah, the LA Rams will get the football when we do get back to action. Yes, best time for sports indeed, TC. October baseball. NFL is now in a full kickoff mode here. Week 5 of the NFL season, as we've already got 1 month down in the NFL, and then we got hockey coming right back. Basketball in 2 weeks when the actual games matter once again. Wow, what a touchdown, though. So we'll get ready to go back to action right now. 49 seconds left to go before the end of the first half. If you guys haven't done so already, feel free to hit that thumbs up down below and hit that subscribe button as well. Oh, welcome in, Tim. What is good, Tim? Am I worried about the Pats kicker situation? I'll get to that in just a moment here. Goff takes the snap, play action. Oh, he's going to take a deep shot over the middle of the field. Double coverage, incomplete, intended for Brandon Cooks on the play with 42 seconds remaining. So let's see here. Am I worried about the Pats kicker situation? Not really. So if you guys didn't know, Steven Gostkowski will not be playing for the rest of the season. He is on the injured reserve for the left hip injury, so he will undergo season-ending surgery. That means that the Patriots signed the fill-in kicker today, Mike Nugent, which is actually like a veteran kicker. So he's like 37 years old, I believe, Mike Nugent, who they signed to the roster. But yeah, not really that worried about it there because Gostkowski was injured kicking the football. Yeah, missed like 3 straight extra points. That shot over the middle, incomplete by Goff to Cooper Kupp, incomplete throw on the play. Brings up now a 3rd and 10 with 38 seconds for the Rams. But when Shane Graham filled in as kicker for Gostkowski back in 2010 when Gostkowski was injured, Shane Graham, I believe, he was perfect on his field goals. I believe he was like a perfect 11 for 11 or 12 for 12 or something like that, but he was perfect. There was a number in the low teens. 3rd and 10 coming up here with the ball spot the 25-yard line for the Rams at their own 25. Shotgun formation right now for Goff. It's got Gurley to the left. Goff takes the snap back to pass. Pressure on him. Oh! Pass! Goes down at the turf. They're going to say it's a fumble. Recovered by the Seahawks. No whistle on the play, and Seattle recovers the football at the 20 as they go down on the field. KJ right with a recovery, and the refs did not blow the whistle here. Jared Goff was stripped of the football and turns it over on the play. Wow. Jared Goff was stripped of this football. I thought it was an incomplete pass. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks like it's incomplete. That looked like to be a forward pass. Yeah, nobody got the back part of his hand. That hand was going forward. Jared Goff was saying incomplete pass, but the refs said that it was a fumble. Okay, yep. And now the refs are going to change it. So the refs say that it was an incomplete pass. So they reverse it here. So Johnny Hecker comes on 4th and 10 to punt this football away for the Rams. 7-6 game, Seattle winning. Hecker gets the snap. Going to boot this one away. The Rams back to return this punt right now at their own 15-yard line. They do. They get it. Now down the right side towards the 20. They get tackled at around the 20-yard line. So the Seahawks will get back to action here in just a moment. There is a flag down, though, with 19 seconds left to go before half. Let's see here. Bases loaded for that Dodgers game right now. That's awesome. Thanks so much, TC Gang, for keeping me updated on that. Yes, MLB Baseball, best time of the season with October Baseball. So, flag was down on the field, holding by the receiving team. So, Dodgers versus Nationals going on right now, and looks like the Dodgers just scored. So, 1-0 Dodgers at the bottom of the first against the Nationals there in that game. As the Dodgers just scored, it appeared to be. That game's on TBS. Cardinals in the bottom of the ninth beating the Braves 7-5 right now in the other game going on in the NLDS. As right now, we are getting ready to go back to this game in just a moment here. The Seahawks with the football off the punt by Johnny Hecker. So much sports on tonight. It's incredible how much sports. Hockey is back in full action. Football already a month into the season. Baseball now into the postseason where the games really matter. So the Seahawks now with the football going in the I formation here for Russell Wilson. Ball spot the Seattle's own 8-yard line. Wilson, HB toss over towards the left side as that's the Rashad Penny, the second year back. Gets past the 15, down the left sideline to about the 17. Appears to be right out of bounds at the first down marker. 13 seconds left to go before the end of the first quarter. Rashad Penny coming in for his first run of the game. An HB toss towards the left sideline and picks up what appears to be an 8-yard gain just shy of the first down. Yeah, so that bases loaded walk there. So the Dodgers are up. Wow. Thanks so much for the updates, TC. That's fantastic right now. Okay, so we just ended the first quarter, everybody. Thanks so much all for joining me right now on the channel. Looks like the Dodgers are up 1-0, if I am correct, in their game as well. So, lots going on for LA Sports. If you guys are an LA Sports fan, the Rams in action here on the road against Seattle, and also the LA Dodgers playing as well. Too bad the Mariners aren't in the playoffs for baseball right now. They weren't close to making it in, though. But that'd be interesting to have if the American League was playing tonight along with the National League, what it would look like. Oh, man. That's awesome, Ryan. So, yeah, that was an absolutely insane catch. That's going to go down top 5 for sure for the season. So, right now, everybody, we are on commercial break. Dodgers leading Nationals 1-0 at the end of the first inning. There's also college football going on. Not if anybody cares. Georgia Southern is leading against Southern Alabama on ESPNU 10-7. Temple up against Eastern Carolina 10-7 as well. As we are on Sportscaster, we are on YouTube right now. Incredible catch by the Seattle Seahawks earlier in this game with their wide receiver. That was Tyler Lockett at the left corner of the end zone. If you guys haven't done so already, feel free to check it out on YouTube on Ryan Clark's channel. Give him views on there as he got that 13-yard touchdown reception. Russell Wilson flushed out to his left, and an amazing grab with a toe tap right there at the top left corner of the end zone for the touchdown by Tyler Lockett. As far as the receiving game, Gerald Everett with a 22-yard reception for the Rams, and Todd Gurley with a 2-yard reception, as Jared Goff has not been throwing so well in this one. 2 for 7 passing the football. The pass rush has been there so far by the Seahawks in this game. So currently we are on commercial break, everybody. Thanks so much all for being a part here of the stream, because we are on Sportscaster here at the moment. And we're also on YouTube. By the way, feel free. I'm going to post in a link here on YouTube. Feel free to check me out on that link here on Sportscaster if you guys would like as well. That's where I call play-by-play and do all my sports content there on Sportscaster. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks so much, Brent. I'll quiet that down just a little bit. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, I've been noticing something with my preset, maybe. The computer's, I just softened it up, like, big time, by the way. I got it to, like... But thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. And the Seahawks start out with a false start. So, yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to... Yeah, that's in the yellow zone, so that's good. I'm trying to make sure it's not in the red here. I might Go a little bit down. Yeah, that should be good right there. Yeah, that should be good, guys. Thanks so much, guys, for keeping me in the know right there. So, yeah, we should be good if I have, like, enough rum to make the call. That should be good. I'm just going to lower this one down a little bit for you guys on Sportscaster as well. That should be good, I think. 15 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, that's interesting why it does that. Flag in the play. Wilson going to take a shot down the field, right side, complete to Jerron Brown, and he slips down at the turf, regains his footing, and past the 32. There's a flag down in the field. We'll check the flag. Yeah, I was wondering why, because I went to one of my videos that I did the joint stream with John with the Bills versus Jets game week 1, and there was one of the plays with a big John Brown catch that the sound levels kind of sounded a little weird on it. It kind of sounds distorted when you go up, but I fixed it here. Should be fine now. Oh, awesome, dude. I'll definitely check into that, Brent. But thanks so much for the feedback. Yeah, if you guys have any feedback on the channel, feel free to let me know, by the way. Right now, Seahawks with a football shotgun formation right now for Wilson. He hands it off up the middle here to Penny. Penny gains around 2 in the run. It'll be a 2nd and 8 coming up for Seattle. Oh, wow. Thanks so much for the update here, TC. Braves down 7-3, bottom 9. And they've cut that to a 7-6 game. Wow, so Atlanta making the comeback right now. They're taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals with 14 hits in that game, by the way. $14 minutes left to go in the second quarter right now. Seahawks going 5 wide. Russell Wilson, the quarterback. 2 wide to the left. 3 to the right. Wilson going to scramble for this one. Slides and gains around 2 in the play to about the 35-yard line of Seattle territory. Aaron Donald actually tripped over Russell Wilson when he was in this sliding motion right there. No flag of the play. Let's see here on a replay. Yeah, there was no way for Donald just to avoid that. He tripped right on Wilson and fell right on. I'm lucky to see that Wilson was okay. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That is awesome. I appreciate it, Brent. Thanks so much for spreading the message about my channel to everybody. Shotgun formation right now for Wilson, going 5 wide once again. Ball spot, the 34-yard line, Seattle. Wilson takes the snap, flushed out to his left, and he's going to scramble for it past the 35, and he gets knocked out of bounds around the 37. Appears to be 4 yards short of the first down marker here with 13 minutes left to go in the second quarter. So there was penalty flags on that play. We'll check out the penalty flags to see what that's all about here. We're also on Sportscaster, by the way. Feel free to check that out if you guys would like as well. Defensive penalty here by Aqib Talib, it seems to be, on the LA Rams. And there was a Seahawk penalty, I believe, as well. So I think they'll just repeat 3rd down here. I think the penalties will just offset. So yeah, penalties will offset now. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Seahawks as they have this football. Seattle on the gun. Ball spot the 34-yard line of Seattle territory. Wilson has his running back to his right. That's Carson. Wilson takes the snap. Back to pack now. Pass now in the pocket. Flushed out to his right by Wilson. Escapes the defender. Gonna throw on the run. Incomplete. That pass gets batted down towards the right sideline by Aqib Talib on the play. Brings up a 4th and 8 coming up as the Seahawks will have to punt this ball away with their punter Michael Dixon. Oh, yeah, man. Aqib Talib just getting crushed last week by Mike Evans. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin breaking out for that game for the Buccaneers. What an incredible game Godwin had. Believe it or not, guys, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is the #1 defense in the NFL against the run. That punt away by Dixon, almost blocked by the Rams. A booming punt as Dixon was able to sail that one just over his punt blocker. And the ball goes out of bounds at the 20. So the ball goes out of bounds at the 20. That was close. Corey Littleton almost blocked that punt. He came inches away from blocking that football. So right now the Rams will get the football back. 7-6 right now the score here as we are on Final Yard Football on YouTube. We are also on Sportscaster here on the Sports Dish. Thanks so much all for being back here on the channel. Oh wow, only 9 views so far by Ryan's video. Feel free guys to give Ryan's video a view on that amazing catch earlier in this game Tyler Lockett made at the left corner of the end zone. Oh, that's Dagger Dix K. I just let that guy go. He joined me in the stream last week, I think, for a little bit of time. I think he joined for the Patriots game. But I don't know. It's whatever. Interesting name. I think he joined me last week. That's just an interesting name. But I guess he got hidden tonight. Yeah, I might need to change that name. Might want to change that name to something else like Minshew Magic Special. Have a pretty cool name, and instead of quite that name was quite interesting. But yeah, right now, everybody, we are on commercial break, by the way. Yeah, that is quite an interesting name for sure, to name your channel. It's okay, there's plenty of other streams that he can join if he really wants and see if he actually lasts in them, I guess. He didn't do anything bad, it's just the channel name's the most random thing in the world. So, yeah, currently in this game right now, we're going to look towards the total yardage statistics right now. Seahawks outgaining the Rams so far, 139-59 in the total yardage category. Seahawks outgaining the Rams 6-3 on first downs. And one of the things so far that the Seahawks have really excelled at in this game has been preventing Jared Goff from passing the deep ball down the field. That's something that Goff has struggled with so far in this game. 2 for 7 passing the ball for only 24 yards down the field. So, we're back to action right now. Rams with the football here, as this ball will be spotted at their own 20-yard line. Goff in ace formation. Goff hands it up to Gurley. Gurley up the middle. No gain on the play. Back to the 20-yard line. Yeah, kind of interesting why that person picked that name. That is quite interesting here. 12 minutes left to go before halftime right now. Rams with a 2nd and 10. Ball at their own 20. Ace formation here for Jared Goff. The quarterback in the backfield's Gurley. Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Gurley. Right side counter, cuts back towards the middle. Picks up about a gain of 4 on the play. Nice cutback by Gurley. Up the hole for 4. Takes it to about the 24. Third and 6 coming up now for the Rams. Ball spotted at the LA 24-yard line right now. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Oh, yeah, Zachariah. I can definitely get you a mod, dude. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, if any of you guys want to be mods on the channel right now, feel free to ask. I think I gave a couple people mods a few weeks ago that was new to my channel. But yeah, if any of you guys want to be mods, feel free to let me know. I'll give you guys a mod since we're talking about it. Pass, it goes off by Goff down the right sideline, and it's complete to Gurley, but a yard short of the 1st down marker. So Gurley got the catch. Actually, he got the catch, but he was out of bounds too, so the catch doesn't even count on the play. It's still a 4th and 6. Stops the clock with 11:01 remaining here. And the Rams will punt this ball away. So, 7-6 right now. Thanks so much all for joining me here on the video. Johnny Hecker about to boot this football off in just a moment. Gets the snap. He's going to punt it away. As this punt is off here for the Rams. Seattle back to return. Fair catch. They do make the fair catch at their own 26-yard line. So 26-yard line right now as the Seattle Seahawks will get back to action here as we are on YouTube on Final Yard Football. We're on Sportscaster on the Sports Dish right now as we are on commercial break. So my upcoming streams will look like this for you guys on YouTube. I'll be doing 2 games on Sunday. I'll be doing the Patriots against Redskins game at 1. I'll have that game on the call for you guys. And then the Sunday night football game, once again, I'll have that stream for you guys as well on Sunday night football. The Colts against the Chiefs, I'll have that game for you guys at 8:20. Yep, I guess he's just not welcome to the chat. We'll see if he's ever welcome to somebody else's chat. And if he keeps on getting banned from people's chats, maybe he'll understand why someday. Maybe he'll understand why. All you have to do is just change the name, dude, and you can come back in. Just change the name to something appropriate if you want to talk about sports here. And we can welcome you in. But yeah, right now, everybody, we are on commercial break right now. The following week, week 6 of the NFL, I'll have the game for you guys on Thursday night, the Pats versus Giants. So next Thursday, I'll be streaming that game for you guys on YouTube. During the weekend, though, that is Columbus Day weekend. I will be away on Columbus Day weekend. I am going to Cooperstown to the Baseball Hall of Fame next weekend for my early birthday, so I won't be around on Sunday, so I can't stream any games on Sunday, but I'll have the Patriots versus Giants game on Thursday night on YouTube. So Russell Wilson already accountable for in this game 10 fantasy points and a quarterback rating of 138.8. So great start right here by Russell Wilson in this game right now. 7 for 10 passing the football, 108 yards in the air, and a beautiful touchdown pass at the top left corner of the end zone to Tyler Lockett for the touchdown. We have 10:54 left to go in the second quarter now. And the Seattle Seahawks with the football. If you guys enjoy my YouTube stream, hit that thumbs up down below. Feel free to hit that subscribe if you're new as well. So, Seahawks with the football here. Wilson going to go play action, rolling out to his right. Back to pass, steps up into the pocket right now. Oh, he breaks a sack. Wilson flushed out to his right, still with the football, launches it. Downfield complete, first down. Into the hands right there for the first down catch is Tyler Lockett once again. What a play. Russell Wilson escaping the pressure. Somebody almost had him down to the ground for the sack. Wilson was able to break out of that and pass the ball down to the field to the 44-yard line of Seahawks territory to a wide open and sliding and diving Tyler Lockett for the first down. What a pass, throwing on a run. Russell Wilson, the perfect 2 for 2 on the run today to Tyler Lockett. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter right now. Wilson from the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Carson past midfield to the 49-yard line of the Rams. He's tackled. So about a gain of 6 on the carry. Will bring up a 2nd and 4 coming up. Yeah, that's a pretty bad name right there, Ryan. Yeah, I'd say that one tops it off fairly well. Kyle Kuzma dating Kylie Jenner. Wow. Didn't know that. That's interesting there. 2nd and 3 coming up here for the Seahawks right now as we have 9.5 left to play in the second quarter. Wilson takes the snap, hands it off up the middle once again to Carson. Carson, nothing there. Gain of possibly 1 or 2 on the run. It's going to bring up now about a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 coming up for the Seahawks. So Seattle with the football spotted around the 47-yard line of Rams territory. Hurry up offense. Wilson hands it off. First down run to Carson. Carson to the 45. There's a flag down, though, on the field. We'll check this flag now. So we will check the flag now. There's a flag down. Stops the clock here with 9 minutes and 8 seconds left to go before halftime. Thanks so much, all, for joining me on the stream. So let's check this flag here. We have 9:08 left to go before halftime right now. Pete Carroll talking this one over with the refs to see what this flag is all about. 2 fouls against the defense of the play. Offsides by the LA Rams. Penalty declined. 12 men on the field by the Rams as well when the ball was snapped. That penalty accepted. So 2 penalties in the last play by the LA Rams, and we'll bring up an automatic first down here for the Seahawks in the play. Yeah, so 12 players on the field. One of those LA Rams defensive players jogging off towards the sideline. That was number 91, Greg Gaines, the nose tackle, who is late coming off the field. Under 9 minutes left to play before halftime. Wilson in the gun, 3 wide to the left. He's got the running back Carson to the left side of Wilson. Wilson here from the gun takes the snap and a hand this one off. HB draw to Carson. Carson tries to break a tackle. Gains around 3 on the play as he's brought down about the 40-yard line. Brings up now a 2nd and 7 coming up for the Seahawks at the LA 40. Yep, if you saw the guy's last name that is hidden from the channel, you all know what that was about. Wilson gonna go take a shot down the field. He's open. Touchdown! The rookie DK Metcalf hauling in the grab for 6. Russell Wilson taking a shot and airing it out for the touchdown pass. It is a 41-yard touchdown pass by Russell Wilson. So now, everybody, it is 13-6 Seahawks. Hey, welcome in here, Eli Manning. What is good, man? Welcome into the chat. That's a classic funny name. Yeah, that name's quite better there. Welcome in here to the channel. Russell Wilson airing it out down the field to an open DK Metcalf for the touchdown. DK Metcalf just got right behind the defense, beat Marcus Peters in the coverage, and the Seahawks with a 13-6 lead. Here comes on the extra point by Myers. The snap to hold this kick is up and through the uprights. It is up and good. 14-6 right now. Seahawks, Russell Wilson, and Ryan's fantasy team, have yourself a day at the office right now with Russell Wilson as quarterback. Taking shots down the field and converting passes, ripping to shreds a defense by the LA Rams that was completely roasted last week against Jameis Winston for 4 touchdown passes of the Buccaneers. And the Seahawks right now with Wilson. Wilson passing 9 for 12, 165 in the air and 2 TDs. So let's see here. That is 6 plus, 12, 18. Russell Wilson should have 18 fantasy points. I believe right now we're not even at halftime. Thinking about 6 being the touchdown. No, what is that? That is 4, 6, 10, 14. 14 fantasy points for Russell Wilson. So 14 fantasy points right now, and we're not even at halftime because there's 4 points per touchdown pass if you play in an ESPN league. I know when I played in the PPR league, that's what it was worth. But right now, everybody, we are on commercial break. Russell Wilson airing it out down the field and having himself a big game. Yeah, if you have Jared Goff, unfortunately, like Zachariah right now, Jared Goff, unfortunately, in this game, 2 for 8. Not even a fantasy point so far. 24 yards, 1 yard away from his first fantasy point for passing yards in this game. No touchdowns, no interceptions though, which is a positive for Jared Goff in this game. And he's lucky he didn't fumble that ball earlier on that the refs ruled an incompletion. Yeah, Russ has been awesome so far. So already at his 14-point fantasy mark. Let's see here, rushing the football. What does Rush have? Okay, he has 7 rushing yards. So 3 more rushing yards for Russell Wilson. He'll have another point as well. So currently we are on commercial break, everybody. We'll get back to this game here in just a moment as we are on Final Yard Football on YouTube. We're also on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. If you guys enjoy what I do, feel free to hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. So yeah, we're almost back to this game right here on Thursday Night Football. Russell Wilson. Oh, that's awesome, dude. So gaining like 3 subs. so far. That's awesome. If you guys haven't noticed, I have a sportscaster already. If you guys are new here, I have a sportscaster, which I'm already monetized. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, check out my sportscaster channel, where I also am calling play-by-play this game right from my second computer I got. And I also do a ton of stuff there. NFL game picks every Tuesday night. I do a ton of streaming stuff on Sportscaster. Game picks every Tuesday night. NFL surprises on Wednesday night around 7:30. I do both of those videos. I combine that Sportscaster with my basketball play-by-play along with football play-by-play, and I actually called my first baseball game a couple weeks ago too. So that's where my basically my channel on Sportscaster is an all-in-one conversion, calling a bunch of sports and doing tons of my sports content on there. So we're back to action right now. Rams with the football. Goff going to the air, trying to escape the pressure. Check down past the Gurley, complete. Try to get away from the stiff arm. Gains only one on the play to about the 26. Brings up now a second down as we're under 8 minutes left to go before halftime. So 14-6 now to score. Oh, this is pretty bad. 63 overall in Madden for the Dolphins. Ouch. That is pretty bad. That's like a D- rating. Oof. Oof. That is an F rating with a 30 overall. I bet you that the Dolphins are gonna get the worst Madden rating ever in the history of Madden video games. 2nd and 9 coming up. Goff from the gun. Goff takes the snap. Back to pass here from the pocket. Goff gonna air this one out over the middle. A complete first down to the 37 on the catch for a gain of about 12 or 13 to the wide receiver Josh Reynolds on the play. Wow, that's awesome. 83 subs, and I've been only doing this for like just over a month. That's awesome. So like a month and a half with 83 subs on this channel. This channel, I'd expect to be more of like a kind of like, it's just us doing what we're doing right now, discussing a game or discussing the game and stuff like that. I'm already like monetized on Sportscaster, which is awesome. Awesome though. I can't wait till my basketball channel comes back. That's gonna be some cool stuff where I have like about like 360 of those subs. Goff takes a shot towards the left side. Open receiver down the sideline. Complete first down. Gain of about 15 on the catch to the wide receiver Robert Woods. First and 10 coming up there. That was a first down by the Rams in the play. Why is someone blocked or hit? Oh, somebody had some random name that ended in the N-word, Brent. So that's why he got blocked from the channel. Had quite an interesting name. Pass over the middle, complete the Cup down to the 20-yard line with a big catch on the first down. There's a flag down on the play. Actually, yeah, Brent's been on my channel for a while. I'll give you a mod man too. So yeah, I give Brent a mod here to the channel. All you guys that's like regulars here to the channel, I'll give you guys like all mods here, because you guys have been in here since like the start, since August. So thank you guys so much for being a part here. Do I think that Vontaze Burfict's career is over? I think he'll probably come back next season or so, even though he's suspended for this whole season. I think he'll probably come back next season. We'll see how it goes with him. 5:40 left to go before halftime right now. Ace formation. Goff takes the snap, hands it off. Gurley cuts towards the right, past the 18 to the 16. Gain. Oh! Football came out. Football came out. The Seahawks might have it. They are pointing in that direction. There's a scrum at the bottom of the pile here. I see a bunch of lime green jerseys converging on that football, and the refs say that the Seahawks have it. Wow. Wow. So a fumble right there by Todd Gurley at the 16-yard line in the red zone of Seattle territory, and it proves to be costly as the Seahawks ripped out the football. And yes, Gurley's knee was not down. He was not down yet. He was on top of a Seahawks player. And the Seattle Seahawks recover the football. Wow. So yeah, that football looked like it was clearly out. Wow. Yeah, basketball starts really soon. Preseason starts next week, I believe. I think it starts on Tuesday with actual preseason. Or it actually started this week for the preseason, but I think like the national broadcast start on Tuesday, I believe. A bit static with my microphone. I'll see if I can take it down again, guys. Let's see here. Just going to take it down just a tad for you guys here with my microphone. Maybe that will work. I'm just going off of my webcam, actually. I don't have a microphone, so I'm going off of a webcam. But yeah, let me know if you guys are having trouble hearing me. I'll make some adjustments here during the stream. So I'm just going off of a webcam. I actually don't have like a actual microphone going off, so it's just the built-in webcam that I have. Yeah, that ball looked like it was out on the play, by the way. Okay, so this one's being challenged on the field, by the way, right now. So 5:25 left to go before halftime. This play on the field's being challenged here at the moment. We'll get back to action here in a couple of moments here, as we are on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster, also on YouTube on Final Yard Football. Yeah, so I think the microphone should be good now. If it's not, just let me know. I did lower the volume a little bit because when I called like the bigger plays, like that big touchdown catch earlier on, I was noticing it was kind of clipping or so. So I lowered the volume. I think it might be like maybe the sound levels on my end or something.
Home. It's so much more than a house. It's your own personal oasis.
I actually don't have an Instagram, guys, but that's cool. You guys can connect. I do have a Twitter. I'll give that Twitter out to you guys if you want to follow me. My sports Twitter. I just created it like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Push button, get mortgage. The Corona hotline is back, and so am I. Let's go to the phones. Corona hotline, Romo here. Hey, Tony, every time I leave the room, my team starts playing better. I'm not going back in there. Superstitious, huh?
So I posted that for you guys. If you guys want to check out my Twitter, I just created a Twitter like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's where I post a lot of my sportscaster content on, but it's called the Sports Dish 14. But yeah, thanks so much. Feel free to connect. Yeah, feel free to connect with me if you guys would like. If you're not big into Twitter, no problem, but feel free to connect with me anyway. Oh. Yeah, not on Tinder, by the way. Or Titter. But, we're on commercial break right now. Welcome in, everybody, here in Sportscaster. Welcome in, YouTube. What was I gonna say here? Oh, so, when I get, like more people, like when more people join me for my basketball, and when I promote my Twitter, too, out towards my basketball crowd for, streaming. When I get more people out for the Twitter stuff, I'll use that as my main form to try to get the message of what my streaming schedule will be for you guys. So when I do get like a good amount of followers on Twitter, hopefully I'll post like what my actual streaming schedule is, so everybody can know and stuff like that. But yeah, we just got started with that like 3 weeks ago. I just started the Twitter, brand new. Okay, guys, so Seattle with a football right now. Ball spot at the 17-yard line of Seahawks territory. They hand it off to Carson. Carson past 20, gets tripped up at about the 21-22. Hey, no problem, Brent. Thanks so much anytime joining me. You're welcome, man. Yeah, no problem, Brent. Wow, so glad to see that people are enjoying this at your work. That's awesome, dude. Working 3 to 11. Interesting hours there, working the night shift. That's what my dad works. My dad works at he works as the night custodian at the local middle school that I grew up in. He works 2:30 or yeah, like 2 to 10:30 there. And that's a run right there up the middle once again by Carson. Picks up the first down as we have 4.5 minutes left to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now for the Seahawks as he just gets enough for the first down. Seahawks with 54 rushing yards. Rams with 42 here at the moment. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me in here. 4:20 left to go before halftime. East formation here for Seattle. Wilson hands it off left side here to Carson. Carson past the 30, past the 35, knocks over a defender, takes it to about the 37. Gain of around 7 or 8 on the carry. Brings up now a 2nd and 3 coming up with 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Yo, that's awesome, Ryan. 179 subs. Keep on growing. That's what YouTube's about. Just keep on growing. 2nd and 3 coming up here for the Seahawks. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Ace formation right now for Wilson. Going in motion, the wide receiver Tyler Lockett lined up to the left. Wilson, play action, rolls out to the right. Passes this one over the middle. Complete first down past the 40 to the 37 to the sliding tight end Will Disley in the catch for the first down. Oh, yeah. That was quite the stream. The first stream for the, I think it was the Patriots against Lions. The first ever stream I did for the football channel. Got like 2,000 views on that. That was crazy. The first preseason game. That had like 30 people watching at once. That was awesome. Because like nobody else could get that game at the other side of the world. Okay, 3 minutes left to go here before halftime. First down, ball spot the 39-yard line for Seattle. They take a timeout with 2:56 on the clock. So 2:56 on the clock right now. As the Seahawks take a timeout, we welcome you guys into the broadcast. If you're new, thank you guys so much for being a part here to stream. Cannot wait for basketball season to start up once again. That should be a fantastic time. Getting back to basketball channel too. So yeah, NBA starts up, I believe the Celtics start on the 23rd. The Pelicans and Knicks and Lakers start the day before on the 22nd. In college basketball, I believe starts Tuesday, November 5th for college basketball, which I don't think I can stream on the opening night of football because I work every single year, and that's also election night. College basketball is the night of the election night, which I work every year at the radio station, which I'm in, I work with all the mayoral candidates and the city council candidates for all their commercials, so I have to be at the station. Wilson takes the snap, back to pass, flushed into the pocket, now he's going to scramble past the 40 to the 35, sliding down at the 32, short of the first down marker, but he does get another fantasy point right there, as he did have 7 rushing yards going into that play. This camera is going on and off right now with a bit rate. It's interesting. It was doing that earlier. Should bounce back to normal here hopefully soon. 2nd and 4 coming up. 2:20 left to go before halftime right now. Seahawks with a football shotgun formation here for Wilson, the quarterback. Wilson takes the snap, hands it off to Carson. Carson up the middle. Second effort, not enough for the first down. Gains around 3 on the carry. Brings up now a 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Seahawks. Looks like it was good. It's interesting. I'm just going to lower the bit rate just a little bit, guys, here in the video. Seems like the HD quality for some reason is coming in a little choppy, I think, because it's coming up with a red encoder. So just going to load this down to 2500 instead of 3000. Just going to bounce that bit rate down for you guys if you're on YouTube, just a tad. That should work, hopefully. We're on commercial break right now. 14-6 the score, Seattle. Currently leading this game here as we are on Sportscaster on YouTube. We have 2 minutes left to go before halftime as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning, everybody, right now. And yeah, okay, yep, my stream is going well. So yeah, my stream's not buffering on my end either. It was just buffering just a moment. But we should be good here. So currently we're on commercial break. Just going to look at Russell Wilson's stats in this game, everybody. He is fantastic. 190 passing yards, 2 touchdown passes with a fabulous quarterback rating of 157.8. And as far as Russell Wilson rushing the football, he does have another fantasy point running the football. He has 3 carries for 13 yards. Jared Goff on the other side struggled. 6 for 12, only 79 yards in the air passing the football here. We'll look towards the team totals here. Seahawks with 260 yards total. The Rams with only 121 yards so far in this game, as we welcome you guys in here to Sportscaster and also YouTube, calling play-by-play of this one.
The Huddle for 100 event was held recently in Canton, Ohio, with Hall of Famer and Vikings legend John
Yeah, this is awesome, everybody. We're doing pretty well for, yeah, Russell Wilson having a fantastic game. Just his QB rating right now, we're not even at halftime. It's just off the chains here. So looking good for Ryan's matchup heading into his next game. Yeah, Sportscaster, we moved up into the top 10 once again at the moment here, everybody. If I do finish in the top 10 for this week, I do get money. So that would be awesome if I can finish in the top 10. Trying to finish strong. I do have 3 NFL streams I'll be doing on Sportscaster. By the way, on Sunday. 2 streams on YouTube on Sunday as well. Alright, we're back here to this game right now. 2 minutes left to go. Hey, welcome in here, Sam. Thanks so much for joining me back here on Sportscaster. So, we've reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Seahawks right now. So the Seattle Seahawks with the football, they're up 14-6 in this game right now with 2 minutes left to go before halftime. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Seahawks. With the football from the shotgun here is Russell Wilson. Going in motion, that's the tight end. Disley. Wilson hands it off up the middle to Carson. I don't think he got there. Carson did not get there, I believe. On the run up the middle, appeared to be a yard short. And he was stopped right at the 30-yard line, the yard to gain on the play. So it should bring up now a 4th and 1 coming up. So it should bring up a 4th and 1 coming up here on the field. Minute and 38 left to go here before halftime. We welcome you guys here back into the channel. My stream was just buffering again for some reason if you guys were on YouTube, but we should be fine now. Yeah, it's lit up green. That's weird why it was just buffering a couple moments ago. We should be fine now, though. Alright, Seahawks since 2012. They're 53-0 at home when leading by 4 more points at halftime. Currently, they are leading by 8 here at the moment. 14-6 the score. So 14-6 the score here right now with a minute and 38 left to go before half. Oh, why? No, it's... Apply. 4th and 1 coming up for the Seahawks with a minute and 38 left to go before halftime. Seahawks with the football now. They go 3 wide to the left. Wilson under center. Ace formation right now for Wilson. And they'll call a timeout here with 1 on the play clock. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I wasn't doing face cam on it. My whole bit rate just stopped. Like my whole thing just stopped streaming for a moment, so that was really weird. It said 0 for the KB bit rate. So if you guys aren't getting me, just feel free to refresh. I should be back here. I lowered the bit rate to the video once again, which should work. I don't know what's going on here. It might be like the internet right now is a little choppy or so. That's why maybe my camera was freezing up. It was the internet. It wasn't my camera for any reason. Alright, a minute and 38 left to go before halftime right now as Jason Myers will come out now for a field goal. 2 for 3 kicking the football this season. 48-yard attempt here from the right hash by Myers coming up. This kick. Myers is wide right. No good. He missed it. So Jason Myers on the kick. He missed that kick. Right there as he misses it towards the wide right portion. Wow. So Jason Myers misses that kick wide right on the play, and still have the same score, 14-6 right now on YouTube. So let's see here if I got this back to normal. I'm just gonna up that internet streaming rate for you guys here. It does that from time to time. It was struggling from time to time for like a couple seconds in the video. Hopefully it'll be fine right now. So Rams with the football right now with a minute and a half left to go. Goff takes the snap, back to pass here. Passes short race side complete to Woods, and he gains around 9 on the catch. Not enough for the first down, but brings up a 2nd and 1. They're going to go now with the So they are going no huddle right now for the Rams as they have the football. 2nd and 1 at the 47. Goff takes a snap. Short race side complete at midfield. Past midfield here to Everett at the 47. Seattle territory. Hey, welcome in here, Nick. Who do I think is going to win the game? Yeah, I've got the Seahawks too winning this one. I've got Seattle winning this game 30-23 over the Rams. I predicted before. Goff takes the snap here. Passes right side short complete to Woods at the 40. Sliding and diving to about the 38-yard line of Seattle. So going hurry up right here has been able to get the Rams now inside Seahawks territory to the 38-yard line. So going hurry up right now. Goff takes the snap, passes short left side, complete once again to Kupp. Kupp down the left sideline, complete right there to about the 23-yard line, the first down. Yeah, so Myers just missed a kick. And here comes back the Rams at the Seahawks 23-yard line with 32 seconds left to go before halftime. Yeah, so I've got the Seahawks here. Ryan's got the Seahawks 28-20. A couple people before the beginning of the chat said that they wanted the Rams to win. They said there. Everybody said a close game, though, which makes really sense here. Goff going 5 wide, empty here. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. For wide receivers, Goff takes the snap here. Back to pass, in the pocket. Pass tipped up in the air, incomplete on the play. Falls to the turf, stops the clock with 27 seconds left to go. So 27 ticks here before halftime. If you guys were in the stream a couple minutes ago, for some reason, my video bitrate just stopped and my camera froze, but I adjusted the streaming bitrate right now. It did happen before for some reason, so it might be like an internet problem or something, but it comes and goes from like time to time, but we're fine right now. 2nd and 10, 27 seconds left to go before halftime. Ball spot at the 24-yard line. Goff in the gun right now. Takes the snap in the pocket. Pass over the middle. Nobody there. Incomplete. That was a dangerous pass. That was intended for Cooper Kupp. And he wasn't even remotely close to the area that football stops the clock with 24 seconds. Yeah, I thought that the Seahawks were going to go for that 4th and 1. They ended up kicking it. Should have been 17-6 instead. Came back to bite them right now. It's only 14-6 with the Rams with the football. 3rd and long, though, for the Rams. Right now, 24 seconds left to go before halftime. Goff in the gun. He's got Gurley to his left. Goff takes the snap. Back to pack in the pocket. Nobody there close to the football. Incomplete on the play as the pressure was getting to him. There's a flag down, though. We're going to check this flag. There was a low hit coming in right after Goff released that football. So that very well could be roughing the passer. And that is roughing the passer on the play. Who was that? 94 for the Seahawks coming in late. Ziggy Ansah coming in late right there with a hit down low. So automatic first down here on the late hit on roughing the passer, and a 3rd and long by Ziggy Ansah. Yeah, the Rams lost to the Buccaneers, believe it or not. 55-40 was the final score. 19 seconds left to go before halftime right now. Rams with an automatic 1st and 10. Rams only with 1 penalty in this game for only 5 total penalty yards. Goff, screen pass over to Kupp. Kupp down the right side. Past the 10-yard line, and he gets swarmed by lime green jerseys, and timeout called by Sean McVay with 13 seconds before halftime. So we got 1 timeout remaining before halftime right here. Yeah. That was pretty funny. Ndamukong Suh scoring for the Buccaneers. Oh, man, the Buccaneers, though, it's crazy. Chris Godwin went off in that game for Tampa Bay. That's crazy, though. Them and the Raiders both have records of 2-2. Like, how in the world? Like, both of those teams, Tampa Bay and Oakland, are 2-2. And the Atlanta Falcons are 1-3 right now. The Falcons have been one of the biggest surprises and, like, very big disappointment so far. The Falcons have been the biggest disappointment so far in the NFL. Yeah, the Texans taking on the Falcons this week. Both of those coaches, Dan Quinn and Bill O'Brien, right now on the hot seat. Not as hot, though, as Jay Gruden of the Redskins. He could be out once he loses to the Patriots. Okay, we're back to action now. Goff from the gun. Pass over the middle. Complete to the end zone. Touchdown. On the play it is Cooper Kupp. The LA Rams get the touchdown over across the middle of the end zone right there, and it is a 2-point game, 14-12 with 6 seconds left to go before halftime. Let's see here, what was the route run by Cooper Kupp? Oh, nice, just goes back to the football right in the middle of the end zone with a nice short route right to the goal line, catches the football right in front of the defender for the touchdown. Nice route run right there by Cooper Kupp. Seahawks gave up the middle of the field entirely. Looks like the Rams are going to kick the extra point here with Greg Zuerlein. From the middle of the field to snap the hole, the kick, it's dead center, up and good. 1-point game here. 14-13 right there. Off the missed field goal by Jason Myers. The LA Rams march down the field with 6 seconds left to go before halftime, and they put up a touchdown pass. Jared Goff over the middle of the field. Complete at the end zone, at the short part of the end zone, to Cooper Kupp, the slot receiver. Yeah, I can never get a good read on Tennessee, Ryan. That is for sure. 1 week they're blowing out Cleveland. Then Cleveland blows out the Ravens last week. And then Tennessee loses the following Tennessee loses the following week by 2 against Indy. And then they lose again against Jacksonville. And Marcus Mariota got sacked 9 times in that game. And then going into the game against the Falcons, Tennessee had given up 17 total sacks, which was ranked the most sacks given up at that time in the NFL. And then they beat the Falcons by 2 touchdowns. That was crazy. And the Falcons had more total yards than Tennessee. The problem for Atlanta has been putting points on the board, as this kickoff will go to the back of the end zone on a play here. But yeah, the Falcons have struggled to put points on the board. I think they're at the very bottom so far in putting total points on the board. So 6 seconds remaining before halftime here, as a 1st and 10 will be for the Seattle Seahawks. Most likely a knee before halftime. Yeah, the Chick-fil-A Stadium, they don't even open Sunday. Terrific point right there, Zachariah, huh? Yeah, like a one-time use every season for like a Thursday night game or so. Russell Wilson gets the snap. He'll take the knee here as we are at halftime with both of these teams. The first half of football action on Thursday Night Football tonight is in the books between both of these teams here on Final Yard Football on YouTube and also on Sportscaster and the Sports Dish. So currently we are on halftime between both of these teams. It was 14-6. Seattle leading with 6 seconds left to go before halftime. Jared Goff with a touchdown pass over the middle of the field. That's what the Rams did well. I'd like to see them do that more in the second half, is the hurry-up offense. So that is what the Rams did really well there, was the hurry-up offense on the last drive, scoring the touchdown. So yeah, I'd like to see that a whole lot more. They could do that. The next drive, that would be fantastic if they could do that a whole lot more. It could help them out towards the later outcome in this game. 14-13 now the score, though, at halftime. Russell Wilson looking spectacular. 10 for 13 passing, 190 yards in the air, 2 touchdown passes, no picks, with a QB rating of 157.8. If you do have Russell Wilson for fantasy football, right now he is accountable for 15... So that's 15 passing fantasy points, and then another one, right? Yep, rushing. 4 carries for 12 yards. Yeah, Russell Wilson accountable for 16 total fantasy points right now at halftime in this game. So great start there by Russ so far in action tonight. Currently, we're on commercial break here as we are on Sportscaster and YouTube. That'd be a cool name, Popeyes Stadium, or Popeyes Dome. I feel like, I want to see, let's see here, where the closest Popeyes is to me. I've heard it down in this area where I am in Mass, but I don't know where it is. Oh, there's one in, like, the Providence Place Mall. But as far as, like, Popeyes, oh, we drove past one in Springfield, I think. Yeah, there's one in Providence. There's another one in New Bedford. They're not really in Mass, though. I'm going to check here. Let's see. Is there one in Maine? I'm gonna check the map here if I put it up. Oh, there is, yeah, there is a Popeyes in Maine. That's it's looking like it's right off the main turnpike where that Popeyes is. In Kennebunk. Oh, yeah, that's not too far from you, Ryan. There's a Popeyes near Kennebunk, it seems to be. Oh, that's at the rest area plaza, I bet. On 95 North. I bet it's there. Oh, yeah, no, oh, you guys don't have a Chick-fil-A up there. Yeah, we have like a new Chick-fil-A that came like a year ago towards us. I think it's like in, East Providence. There's one out in Cape Cod, too, I think in, like, Barnstable or Hyannis. But, yeah, I actually have never had Popeyes before. I've never had Chick-fil-A either, but, my mom and sister went to Chick-fil-A last year. One of my mom's friends used to work at Chick-fil-A. Currently, we're on halftime, everybody. Hey, what's good, Vaughn? John Smith, welcome back in here to the chat once again, John. Yes, my girlfriend is taller than me. She is, 5'4". I am 5'2", so she is 2 inches taller than me. But yeah, what is good, Vaughn? Hope you enjoyed John's stream with Off the Wall Hockey today, of course. With his road to 1K, he is getting there. I think when I last checked him out, he was at like 935 subs. He's been at it for 2 years. He's done a terrific job with his channel, posting the best hockey content out there on YouTube for like opinion-based hockey content, which is awesome. Feel free to subscribe to Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of McDonald's. My two biggest like fast food chains would be Wendy's and Taco Bell. Those are my two favorites. Would be Wendy's and Taco Bell. I've always enjoyed Wendy's and Taco Bell. When we go up to New Hampshire, that's usually our halfway point, right there at the Massachusetts-New Hampshire border, going into either the Wendy's or Taco Bell. Alright, everybody, thank you guys so much for joining me on commercial break, as we are on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. We're also on YouTube as well. We're talking about restaurants here at halftime, it appears to be in the YouTube chat. If you guys are on Sportscaster, feel free to chat about anything that you guys would like as well here on Sportscaster. But yeah, right now we are at halftime, guys. Thanks so much all for joining me right now. 14-13 competitive game between both of these teams. Let's see. We do have a Dairy Queen not too far from us, too, that I've had a couple times. Ryan's mom makes better tacos than Taco Bell. The $5 chalupa box is pretty cool at Taco Bell. I like, that they have. There's some fantastic Mexican restaurants towards, our area, which is awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, she can't make a Baja Blast. I guess it depends what region you're into. If you're from like Texas, where Zachariah is, I bet you have like Mexican restaurants all over the place. Probably, especially the further south you get towards like Brownsville and Laredo. I bet like everything there is like a Mexican restaurant. That's what like Massachusetts is with Dunkin' Donuts. There's like a Dunkin' Donuts every like. There's like a Dunkin' Donuts, like one Dunkin' Donuts, like 5 minutes away from the other Dunkin' Donuts. Or a Dunkin' across from another Dunkin'. Yes, Papa John's is really good pizza. We usually have Papa John's when we go away to Cape Cod during Thanksgiving. But yeah, Papa John's is fantastic pizza. They used to be the sponsor when the Arena Football League was televised like 15 years ago on NBC. I remember that growing up when Arena Football was televised on NBC. Arena Football actually had a sponsorship with Papa John's. And they made like an Arena Football video game for PlayStation 2, which I actually have at my house. I think it's Arena Football 2006, and there's only like one Arena Football game, I believe, and I have it. Yeah, I can only imagine, Vaughn, that there must be a ton of Mexican restaurants in California, too.
we're going to come back and then bring the same type of, energy and just that type of charisma every single Friday night.
Yeah, it's all different stuff around in the area for, like, how about convenience stores? Like, what do you guys have for, like, gas stations, convenience stores? Like, the big thing in Massachusetts, where I live, is, Cumberland Farms with chill zones. That's basically the big thing in my area, but head up to New Hampshire and Maine. Irving Oil is basically the big thing up there with, like, Circle K being their, like, convenience store brands. When I went out to Pennsylvania, the big thing was like a Wawa out there for a convenience store. Also, when you get further out towards like the west, away from the East Coast, towards like Pennsylvania and Tennessee, that's where you get into like the convenience stores with names called like Sheetz and stuff. I think out in California, I think you guys have like Valero that pops up quite often. Yeah, Exxon is the main thing over here too. That's like Exxon and Mobil is the main gas station, but for convenience stores we have like there's like a Tedeschi's convenience store too, like up in, there's a group of them in Mass, there's like a group of them in New Hampshire too. Exxon and Mobil is the big one though. Yeah, we have tons of Exxon and Mobils where we are. Cumberland Farms is the big thing though in Mass. Yeah, Mass, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Oh, the big thing in New York when I went was Stewart's, up towards like upstate New York, Lake Placid, Plattsburgh, Lake George's. They have Stewart shops, which I guess makes fantastic ice cream up there for gas stations. Yes, we've been friends since kindergarten. So when my mom was younger, my mom used to go over John's grandmother's house and help out and clean the house, and she used to get paid, I think, like, the wage back then, like, in, like, 1960 something was, like, or whatever they paid was, like, 20-something cents they paid her or something like that. But, yeah, my, mom used to help out at my, at John's grandmother's house when she was little. They grew up, like, a couple houses away, where my mom grew up and where, John's grandparents had a house. So you guys have a Target and a Walmart, same as us, and a PetSmart. Yes, so all three of those places are familiar. Yes, Cumbies are all over the place where I am. Okay, everybody, we are on commercial break right here. We'll get back to this game right after halftime. By the way, the score, Seattle 14, the Rams 13. The Rams with a late touchdown with 6 seconds left to go before halftime to put this to a one-score game here at the half. Yeah, we don't have an In-N-Out burger at all where we are, so that's something that's, like, not even in our area, is an In-N-Out burger. Yeah, we have none of that. So actually, no In-N-Out burgers in our area. Hey, what's good, Ben? Thanks so much for joining me back on the channel right now. Welcome in. First night here on the football channel. I've only been doing this for around, like a month and a half now. It's almost to 100 subs. I'll post in a couple more things here. If you guys enjoy basketball, I also have a basketball channel that I do play-by-play on. It's called Behind the Arc Basketball. I'll type that in for you guys, so feel free to check that out. So feel free to check that out in the chat here, Behind the Arc Basketball. That's my basketball channel. And also, I'll post the Sportscaster stream for you guys. If you guys want to check out, it's something called Sportscaster. Feel free to check that out. Yeah, I've never actually been to In-N-Out Burger. Yes, I have a Dick's Sporting Goods like 15 minutes away from me, Vaughn. So yes, I've been to Dick's Sporting Goods. We stayed at a hotel in Pennsylvania in the Poconos, and right next to our hotel was directly a Dick's Sporting Goods that was like a 30-second walk to the hotel. Ben saying here he lives in Pennsylvania. He was in Arizona a while ago. Tried it and it's great. That's awesome, dude. I've never had In-N-Out Burger before. We don't have one of those in our area. Let's see here. What do we have in New England that you guys don't? Probably some... Oh, Papa Gino's we have. Papa Gino's and Ruby Tuesdays and Friendlies we have in New England. And all three of those restaurants are on the verge of closing down. They keep on closing more restaurants. But those are the popular restaurants in New England. is Friendlies, Papa Gino's, and also, yeah, oh, Ruby Tuesday, the other one. Yeah, there's tons of those closing down. Yeah, everybody has dicks in there. Hey, what's good, John? Welcome in here. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Anytime, feel free to join me here. I'll be back on Sunday for 2 games on Sunday. Pat's game and then the late night game as well. Yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate it. And hope your stream was awesome, dude. And feel free to subscribe to Off the Wall Hockey. His road to 1K, by the way. Making terrific progress there. The best content on YouTube for hockey content right now. It's fantastic what he puts together. He's done a terrific job. 2 years almost on his channel. Yeah, Ruby Tuesday is pretty gross, Ryan. There's so many restaurants closing down in our area for Ruby Tuesday. There used to be one in my local mall, and they just shut down. Okay, everybody, we're getting back to this game right now. 14-13 as we're going to start out this third quarter here. We are on Sportscaster. We are on YouTube, streaming this game from 2 different platforms here as we start the third quarter. Yes, we have Applebee's close by, too. So we have an Applebee's, too, and the Seahawks will kick this ball away. So we get the Rams to kick this football off first. They boot this one away, goes to the back of the end zone, and LA will take a knee. So coming out, Jared Goff once again. Yeah, all the Ruby Tuesdays near me and John close. There's like nothing left. There is absolutely nothing left for Ruby Tuesdays. I think the closest one to us is like 45 minutes away or so in like the Rentham Premium outlets now. That's how far away the Ruby Tuesdays has got. We had like 3 Ruby Tuesdays within 20 minutes and they all closed. So 15 minutes here left to go in the third quarter. They are pretty bad for food. That is for sure. Rams get the ball. Goff, play action. Inside the pocket right now. All the time in the world. Passes. Short check down. It's dropped. Left side right there by Gurley. If he had caught it, probably would have been a gain of 1 and the play brings up a 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 14:54 left to go in the third. We do not have Roy Rogers either. So yeah, we don't have Roy Rogers where we are. I think there's like I feel like the food is just terrible. Like some of the restaurants are all like dirty. The plates and the utensils aren't clean at all. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Rams. Goff in the shotgun. Ball at the 25 of the Rams territory. Somebody moving the offensive line. We're going to see. No flag in the play yet. Goff pass over the middle. Complete at the 40. Oh, then breaks a tackle. 45-50 to the 45 of Seattle territory by Gerald Everett with no flag in the play and breaking a tackle right there with a 10-yard gain after the catch in the first down. Wow. Yes, we have Chili's. Chili's is like a nationwide restaurant, I believe. Hey, what is good, Blue Fox Boy? Thank you so much for joining me back here in the chat. What is good? Long time no see. Welcome in here to YouTube. Chili's is awesome. They have some spectacular deals there at Chili's. Yeah, Friendlies has been pretty bad too. I went to Friendlies like a couple months ago down in it was like Connecticut towards the Rhode Island border, and Friendlies that I went to wasn't like too good. They gave us like we were waiting there in line for like 15 minutes, and the entire Friendlies was basically empty. And when we walked in the door, there was the bathroom, and then there was a roll of toilet paper going out through the door into the waiting lobby. It was disgusting. 13:40 left to go in the third quarter, and now the run up the middle only gained 2 yards in the play. Brings up a 2nd and 8 here for the Rams. Yeah, I've heard about a wing stop. We don't have a wing stop in our area. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball at the 43-yard line. Goff, play action, goes to the air in the pocket. He's going to roll out to his right. Pass, check down here. Short, past the 40. Pass the 35. Down the right sideline. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line to his tight end, Tyler Higbee, for a big first down gain. Yeah, we don't have a wing stop either. I'm not too far away from Blue Fox Boy. So Blue Fox Boy is down in Connecticut. Wow. So that's not too far away from me, depending on where you are from Connecticut. I'm actually from Massachusetts, like an hour away from Mystic, Connecticut. 13 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Play action here. Goff. Screen pass over. Past the 25. Past the 20. Down to 15 to get tackled at the 7-yard line. Big pickup once again, the tight end. Higbee in the first down. Yes, Buffalo Wild Wings is the bomb. Buffalo Wild Wings is great. Fantastic dining at Buffalo Wild Wings. We got a Dunkin' Donuts here, like every 5 minutes down the road. 12.5 left to go in the third quarter. I've actually never been to a Boston College football game before. Oh, that's awesome. Ben went to Mystic and went to Mystic Pizza. That's cool, dude. I actually went to Mystic a couple months ago to Mystic Village and the Friendlies across the street. And that's the story about the Friendlies. This one, up the middle, Gurley, touchdown. The Rams have the lead, everybody, right now. 19-14, Austin Blythe throwing the block right there with 12:07 left to go in the third quarter, and the Rams take the lead for the first time in this game against the Seahawks. Or actually, oh no, second time in this game against the Seahawks. Rams led it early on with a field goal, and then they just took it back. Yes, I remember Bugaboo Creek like a decade ago. That's such a throwback there with the moose logo. It's like a green logo with like a brown moose outside the restaurant. And Aldo is closed down. The extra point here. This one up and good by Zerline. It's 20-14. The Rams are leading it by 6 in this game. Todd Gurley cashing it into the end zone with a run up the middle. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part of my Sportscaster stream. Thanks so much for being a part of my YouTube stream, by the way, calling play-by-play on both of these platforms right now. So, currently, we are on commercial break. So, yeah, I've never actually been to a Boston College football game. Dunkin' Ice Coffee, the bomb. That's awesome, dude, Ben. Yeah, I usually don't have coffee that often. But yeah, I've been to Dunkin' quite a bit. I usually get like the hot chocolate at Dunkin'. Like when I was in college, that's what I usually had for when I had like break at college, if I ever had like extra Dunkin' gift certificates. Steak ribeye at Outback is good. I've actually never tried Outback, but there's one like 15 minutes away from me. How about Longhorn Steakhouse? I've never tried that before, but there's a couple in our area. Oh, if you guys aren't from New England, you wouldn't know what this is. I've actually never tried it, but it's all throughout New England, like Mass, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Hampshire. It's called the 110 Grill. It's something that's like really popular up towards like New Hampshire and Mass. It's called the 110 Grill. I've never tried it, but I heard it's really good. Pennsylvania has one Bojangles in the entire state. Yeah, we don't have a Bojangles. We don't have a Carl's Jr. or Hardee's either. We don't have a Jack in the Box where we are. So right now, everybody, we are on commercial break. Todd Gurley with a rushing touchdown. Finally getting the wheels going in this game. 11 carries for 48 yards. And a TD run by Todd Gurley so far in action tonight. If you guys haven't done so already, feel free to give me the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. We'll get ready to go back to this game here in just a moment. Jack in the Crack is West Coast. Yeah, we don't have that Jack in the Crack, Jack in the Box restaurant anywhere near us. But yeah, Thursday Night Football. Oh yeah, Krispy Kreme. I've never actually been to Krispy Kreme before, but there is one, I think, in Mohegan Sun Casino, and people have said it's really good. From what I've heard, Krispy Kreme is really good. In Mass, there's something called Honeydew, like Honeydew Donuts, but I think that's just Southeastern Mass that has that. Rhode Island has something called Sip and Dip Donuts. They kick off here, goes to Seattle, they return it 1 yard deep from their own end zone. Down the right side, past the 25, past the 30, tripped up at the 34-yard line. Nice return by Tyler Lockett right there to get out to the 34. So the Seahawks will get this football right back as we are now on YouTube. We're on Sportscaster, by the way. I'll put in a link here to the chat. Feel free to check me out on... Feel free to check me out at that link as well that I posted in the chat, as we are on Sportscaster too, just to take a look at what the video looks like from both of the computers, which is pretty cool to look at it. So 12 minutes here left to go in the third quarter right now. Seahawks with a football shotgun formation for Wilson, the quarterback. He has 190 passing yards, and he flips that one over to Disley. Oh, little trickery here, past the 40 to the 45 in the first down. Gain of 11 on the flip from Wilson over to Disley. Picks up 11 in the first down to the 46. So we have under 12 minutes here left to go in the third quarter. Yes, we have honey places that sell all over New England here, Zachariah. Not sure how big honey and maple syrup is in other parts of the state, but up here in New England, there's some terrific places to get honey and maple syrup, especially the further north you go. 11:20 left to go in the third quarter. Wilson hands it off here to Carson. Carson spin move, bounces off one tackler, and takes it to about the 49 of Seattle. Gain of 3 or 4 on the carry. Brings up here a second and about 6. Hey, thanks so much, Ben. I appreciate it. Yes, I'll have two more streams for you guys on Sunday. Redskins against Patriots on Sunday at 1. And then the Sunday night game I'll have Colts against Chiefs as well. So yes, welcome into the channel, Ben. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for joining me here. I'm also, if you're a fan of basketball, subscribe and feel free to join Behind the Arc Basketball. That's my basketball channel that I've had for like about 10 months here on YouTube. Wilson takes the snap in the pocket. He gets sacked as the pocket collapses, and he's back to the 41. Clay Matthews taking him down with a sack, loss and the play. Brings up now a 3rd and long. Oh, wow, that's cool. Maine has a syrup day. I guess that Vermont would be the state to have that, but Maine has it, I guess. I thought that Maine would definitely have a lobster day for sure. 10 minutes here left to go in the third quarter. Seahawks down by 6. I predicted the Pats versus Redskins game to be 35-10 this Sunday. That's what I have predicted. Let me know your predictions of Pats versus Redskins in the chat below. Wilson passes this one short at the marker. Hit the ground first, as it was incomplete to Jerron Brown, the wide receiver. Brings up a 4th and 13 as the Seahawks will punt this football away. Zachariah can eat honey straight from the jar. Just don't have too much honey, man. That's so much sugar in it. And don't give honey to a young newborn child. That will kill off the child. 4th and 13, 9:52 left to go in the third quarter. Michael Dixon to boot this football away. He does. He punts this ball away right now. The Rams back to return it. Natson will let this ball bounce. Oh, they down it at the 1-yard line. What a special teams play right there, as the Seahawks are down to field that ball at the 1-yard line on the special teams unit right there. Wow, what a nice job, special teams. Ugo Amadi, the full safety down there to down at the 1. So 20-14 here, 9:42 left to go in this game. Thanks so much all for being a part of the stream, as we are on YouTube. We are on Sportscaster. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Maine grows more potatoes than Idaho. I knew that Maine produces like a good amount of potatoes, but I thought that Idaho was like the U.S. leader. Idaho must be really slow for sure. But yeah, Maine and Idaho potatoes, the U.S. leaders in potato producing. Cheese too. Wisconsin, I believe, is like the main thing of cheese for like a U.S. state, but Vermont produces like a good amount of cheese too. They have the Cabot cheese place up there in Cabot, Vermont. Oh, that's cool, Vaughn. Vaughn planning to get a part-time job at Dick's Sporting Goods. That's cool, man. Always good when you can work and make some extra cash alongside when you've got the chance and away from school.
What tables? Well, you have two agents now. I have two clients. You've met my
Say Idaho slow. I'd a
Is that why
ho.
that's why I brought you? I don't know why he's here. Well, Aaron takes his favorite agent everywhere. Well played, Stefan. Did we just have a break?
So currently we're on commercial break, everybody, right now. We'll get back to this game here in just a moment.
The country's in shock, like Pearl Harbor shock. American people thought we had this thing in the bag, then the Russians come along and snatch it away at the last minute. Come Monday morning, we're back to work. The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kofi Kingston, and
Yes, we got a market basket. Well, yeah, we got one near us. But yeah, market baskets all throughout New England. We also have a Hannaford's is the big one near us. Hannaford, Shaw's, and Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop is the big one up in Rhode Island. Ocean State Job Lot. We have those two. That's only like New England that has that. Okay, we're back to action, guys. Rams for the football. Dangerous here at their own 1 yard line. Gurley barely gets out of the end zone. Takes it to about the 2. Almost was stopped in the end zone and was able to get over a tackler right there to get to the 2 yard line. So second down coming up here for the Rams. There'll be a 2nd and 9 coming up with 9.5 left to go in the third quarter. Yes, that's what I was saying earlier before. Honey can kill a baby, so make sure to not give a newborn honey here. 2nd and 9 coming up. Ball spotted at the Seattle 2. For the at the Rams 2 here for the Rams. So the Rams have the football here. Rams with the football here. Gurley in the backfield. Ace formation. Goff under center. Seattle stacking the box. Goff passes short, incomplete, out of the hands, thrown behind of Robert Woods, the intended wide receiver, as it will stop the clock here and bring up a 3rd and 9. We're going to look towards the stats here. Actually receiving in this game right now. Robert Woods hasn't really had that good of a game receiving, I don't think, right? Yeah, only 3 catches for 34 yards. So if you played Robert Woods in fantasy, he hasn't really had a big game. Brandon Cooks, though, has 0 fantasy points so far in this game. So hopefully you didn't play Brandon Cooks tonight. Big 3rd and 9 coming up. Hey, welcome back in. Blue Fox Boy here. Oh, jeez, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Prayers to Blue Fox Boy. Broken ankle from football. Man, I hope you can get better. Prayers, prayers, prayers to you. That pass by Goff, incomplete, intended for Cooper Kupp, batted down. And the Rams will have to punt away from their own end zone with a 4th and 9 coming up at their own 2. But yes, everybody here, prayers towards Blue Fox Boy. I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. Get better, and hopefully you can recover and be back to normal soon. Man, I bet that hurt. Gosh, that's terrible. So Johnny Hecker will punt this football away from his own end zone right now. Dangerous punt. He does get that snap off and booted away. The Seahawks back. And the ball bounces to about the 49-yard line. So not even into Seattle territory. The Seahawks will take over about the 49, 48-yard line of Rams territory. Oof. Ryan broke his arm in the 3rd grade. That must have hurt, dude. Ouch. I've never actually broken anything. Ouch. Zachariah's team has 6 championships in a row and just made the 6th. Wow, what an accomplishment, dude. Congrats. That is fantastic. Got some highly skilled football players here in the chat. Zachariah with like 12,000 yards rushing and like 12 touchdowns. And then Ryan with a height as tight ends with his team, the #1 team in the state of Maine. So currently we're on commercial break, everybody. Thanks so much all for being a part here on the chat. We're on YouTube. We're on Sportscaster. If you guys are new to YouTube, hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well if you guys enjoy my content. A lot of the video stuff that I do for YouTube, now will go, a lot of that stuff goes on Sportscaster. I do the play-by-play stuff for YouTube, but all the video content, like game picks of the week, all the surprises streamed to the NFL surprises of the week, that all goes on my Sportscaster account there, since I'm monetized on that channel. Oh, wow. Hopefully, Blue Fox Boys team could turn it around. They're at 500 right now, 2-2. Still got a ton of games left to go, I bet, in the season. Oof, broken Achilles, man. Yikes, prayers towards Zachariah's friend. That's a tough one to come back to. 4-0 for Ryan's team, looking for the second straight state title. Total of 4 the last 6. That's fantastic. That is fantastic for Ryan with a state title trying to come up on him once again. Currently on commercial break, everybody. Thanks so much all for joining me on both of these streams right here, Sportscaster and YouTube. And Vaughn, at the end of the year, next year, maybe you'll have a part-time job. Yes. I like the optimism, guys, tonight in the chat. That's awesome, everybody. Everybody here has so much optimism about all the goals that they want to achieve, and just go straight forward for that. Just keep on pushing towards all your goals, and then someday, maybe you'll achieve them. And if you don't, just keep on grinding, and that's what I'm doing here tonight. 1st and 10 coming up, 8:40 left to go in the third quarter, and the Seahawks with the ball spot at the 47 of LA. They hand it off to Carson. Carson up the middle, pulling. Offensive lineman win him to about the 40, and not enough for the first down, but gets it to about a gain of 7 on the carry, brings up a 2nd and 3. Hey, what is good? A roll Jason. What is good, man? Thanks so much for joining me here. First time ever in the stream on YouTube. Welcome in. Yeah, Rams did play the Saints already. Seahawks with the Saints, I believe, coming up. That run going to the 35 will be a first down by Carson. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, give this the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button, everybody down below. Yeah, Achilles is a pretty bad injury to recover from. That's why the timetable for Kevin Durant to come back from that Achilles injury is like 10 to 12 months. And he will probably never be 100% ever again to play in the NBA. 7.5 left to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Wilson, play action now in the pocket. Back to pass. Gonna step up and rush for Wilson. Past the 30, past the 25, slides down at the 22-yard line and picks up the first down. So right there in the rush by Russell Wilson does pick up the first down with 7:15 left to go in the third. Yeah, pretty cool thing I got going here on YouTube. Just watch the game, let you guys know what's going on. It's pretty cool for you guys. It's something I do here in the spare time on YouTube. Oh, that's cool. Vaughn's planning to get his driver license by 2020. Good luck to you, Vaughn. 1st and 10 here for the Seahawks. Ball spot at the 23-yard line. Play action. Wilson rolling to his right. That pass complete right there to Lockett. First down at the 15 out of bounds. So Wilson with a big first down pass rolling out to his right there. Oh, wow. Vaughn's moving houses by the end of the year. Good luck, man, with a move. That takes so much stuff to gather up all your belongings and move houses. Best of luck, man, towards moving houses. Ryan with his straight A's looking to finish that for the first time ever. Hoping to get his license soon. That's awesome, guys. Got some great goals here on the chat right now. That is fantastic. Go out and achieve all those goals right now. Wilson hands this one up. Carson cuts towards the right. Stiff arm as he's going to get past the first down marker and about out of bounds at the 11. First down right there by Chris Carson, the 4-yard rush towards the right. John asking, am I covering NBA preseason tomorrow? I am not covering the game of the NBA preseason tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm going to do college football on Sportscaster. The reason why is because I can only stream games that go on ESPN, so TNT, I haven't found a link to that yet to stream those games off my laptop. I actually don't have cable here, so I'm able to stream the games off the laptop from ESPN, but I haven't found links yet for TNT to do those or any of the regional games I can't. Screen pass towards the left, complete, and touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks in the play. It's David Moore with a touchdown catch. And we are tied up at 20 right now. 5:45 left to go in the third quarter. Russell Wilson, left side screen complete to David Moore for the touchdown. 11-yard TD catch by Moore. Oh man, Ryan's friend told him a story. It'll make his ear hurt that he had a Q-tip in his ear on a wet floor. He slipped and he ended up bursting his eardrum. Oof. This extra point up and good by Myers, and the Seahawks take back the lead. Great game with a bunch of lead changes here. 21-20 right now. Hey, no problem, Brent. Thanks so much for being a part here of the stream, man. That's awesome, dude. Anyone from Dayton, Ohio knows Bill's Donuts and Joe's Pizza. Both family-owned and original owners since the 60s, and both only have one location. That's great, dude. I definitely can have those places consider advertising or so. Spread out the word to places to make some big hits in the area. That's awesome, dude. So yeah, Bill's Donuts and Joe's Pizza. If I ever go out to Dayton, Ohio, I'll remember those two names if they are in business when I do ever go out there someday. It's a interesting message there that Ryan was saying in the chat. Okay, guys, we're on commercial break right now. 21-20 to score. Seahawks just scored. Rams will get back to football here. And we have 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Looking now towards the box score of this game. Russell Wilson having a feast here for fantasy points in this game. Wilson has, if I can tally this up, that's 8 points passing. And then 12, 16, 20, because he has 3 touchdown passes. Plus rushing the ball. He has, Russell Wilson has 22 fantasy points right now. So 22 fantasy points right now for Russell Wilson and Ryan, who has him on his fantasy team. He has a QB rating of 157.5, so he's just gone off in this game. Jared Goff, 15 for 26, 194 in the air, and a touchdown pass by Goff so far tonight. So those are the comparison numbers so far in this game. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part of the stream. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. So Vaughn moving to a new city, new neighborhood after 16 years in the same place. Ouch, dude. That is rough, especially starting out with like a new school district where you like don't know anybody or so, and you're trying to kind of like figure out who these people are. You don't know anybody in a new school district. Best of luck to you, Vaughn. Hopefully you can make friends pretty fast in a new school district. That is tough when you move and you're known as like the new kid in school for like the first 2 weeks or so. It's quite the story that Ryan said in the chat here earlier. But I guess that person is alive from that. Okay, everybody, we're getting back to this game here. We are on commercial break. We're almost ready to get back to action here. As we are on Sportscaster, we are on YouTube. Rams will get this kickoff here as they are down by 1 point, 21-20, with 5:45 left to go in the third. This kick goes to the back of the end zone, and Natson will take a knee at the back of the end zone, and so let it go out. All right, so the Rams will get the football. They start out at their own 25 with Goff, the quarterback. Goff trying to look to go over 200 passing yards in this game. He's almost there. I guess there's no girls in the chat tonight, Zachariah. 5:45 left to go in the third quarter here. Goff in the ace formation. He'll go with a jet sweep end around here to Cooks. Cooks takes it past the 30-yard line. Oh, big gain, 35-40. 45, slips past the tackle, 45. Past midfield and down inside Seattle territory. And a huge run right there by Brandon Cooks. 27-yard run by Brandon Cooks and the end-around jet sweep down the right sideline. My favorite team, Blue Fox Boy, is the Patriots. Brandon Cooks with a huge run down the right sideline right there for the first down. Yes, Patriots for me, Blue Fox Boy. I'm half an hour south from Gillette Stadium. I've been watching Patriots games since I was like 4 years old, as long as I can remember. All right, 5 minutes left to go in the third. Goff takes a snap, passes short, right side complete to his tight end at the 40, taking tacklers along with him to about the 37, 36-yard line. On the catch right there by Higbee, the tight end. Yeah, Higbee has had a pretty productive game so far tonight. What is that? Higbee has, I believe, Yeah, 4 receptions, over 50 yards receiving, I believe. Goff, play action fake. Once again, playing a time short, check down past the Gurley. Gurley, past the 35, out of bounds, around the 33. So Gurley for about a 3-yard catch in the play. I guess nobody has their... Guess nobody in the chat with me has a girlfriend, it seems like. I do have a girlfriend, by the way. We've been dating for over 3 years. Alright, 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter right now. 2nd and 7. Ace formation, Goff, gonna go play action, rolling out to his right now for Goff. At the 40, gonna pass on the run. That pass complete, open, it's Everett. 15, 10, Everett bounces off a tackle, the 5, going to the end zone, stretching, and the refs will say he's short of the end zone right there at the goal line, down at the 1. What a catch by Gerald Everett over the middle of the field. Stretching, I thought he laid out and got it at the goal line, but maybe his knee was down right before that. But Gerald Everett with a big catch on the game, a 33-yard catch, I believe. Jared Goff rolling out to his right, passing over the middle of the field. Nobody was there to guard Gerald Everett, and he was down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal coming up for the Rams. Goal line situation, handoff up the middle, walk-in touchdown, Todd Gurley. The Rams are back out in front here. 26-21, LA leads it with 3:07 left to go in the third. Wow. What a game. Todd Gurley with a run right up there, up the middle, untouched for the touchdown. Gerald Everett, though, with a productive game. Both of the tight ends here gashed these Seattle Seahawks defenders today in this game. Everett now has 4 receptions for 90 yards. Just got a 32-yard reception on the last play, setting up the 1-yard touchdown run by Gurley. Believe it, Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game. 13 carries, 50 yards, and 2 TD runs right now by Todd Gurley. So extra point coming. Actually, no. Rams are going to send out their two-point conversion team. So 2-point attempt coming up for the Rams now. Goff going to go quarterback keeper up the middle. It's going to be close. Reaching to the plane touchdown. Jared Goff with a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he got it. 28-21 with 3:07 left to go in the third. I believe that will be reviewed on the field. Let's see here with a side camera. Goff. Oh, that's so close where his knee was down and he was crossing the goal line. Sorry about not getting here on the chat. These have been a couple. Last 3 plays have been intense. I don't think the ball was crossed there. I think they're going to take away those 2 points. I don't think the ball was crossed, actually, looking at that camera right at the pylon. I don't think Goff crossed the goal line with that ball. So this one being reviewable. We're going to see here the closer look on the field. So Jared Goff went for the 2-point conversion, quarterback keeper up the middle, and it appears that his knee was down just short of the football crossing the goal line. But let's see. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be tough evidence because there was a player right in the way standing there. It's tough, so they're reviewing it right now. Thanks so much, guys, for being in this chat. Give this the thumbs up, by the way, if you guys are on YouTube. Feel free to follow me if you're on Sportscaster as well. So back to the chat right now since this is being reviewed. Let's see here. Blue Fox Boy starting dating his girlfriend 3 days ago. Much better than none. Zachariah's in the 6th grade. Zachariah with 12 touchdown runs this season, which is fantastic. In elementary school, having a new girlfriend every day was normal. That was the classic middle school back then. And the refs will reverse this call. So the 2-point try by Jared Goff was no good. He was short of the goal line. So take away those 2 points. It's 26 LA, 21 Seattle. So just a matter of inches right there on the field as his knee was down. Just inches away from the ball crossing the goal line. That is quite interesting, Blue Fox Boy. So his girlfriend types Spanish sometimes. That is great to have Google Translate with you, though. That is fantastic. Zachariah meeting his girlfriend at a football game. That's great, Zachariah. Yes, we actually, did today ban somebody from the channel. His last name ended with the N-word for, his YouTube channel name. So, until he creates a new account that is a much better name or so. I've banned people in the past, though. For my basketball channel, there were a couple people that, some of them were just like, show the game, show the game. I remember there was a Summer League stream as the Rams will kick this one off to Seattle. Seattle takes a knee at the back of their end zone. Seahawks will bring it out the 25. But when I did that Summer League stream during July was Zion versus RJ, Pelicans versus Knicks. It was like 3,000 people viewing the video, and I actually had to throw out a bunch of people on my channel or so because they kept on asking where was the game. They were all like ridiculously obnoxious. It was just insane. Yeah, my basketball channel, I'll type it in for you guys here. It is called Behind the Arc Basketball. I've had that for about 8 or 9 months now. So it's called Behind the Arc Basketball. I just posted it in the chat for you guys. So that's my basketball channel that I just typed up. Feel free to give me a sub on that as well. I'll be back for basketball when the season starts up. 26-21 here. Seahawks with the football at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Wilson play action. As he'll go to the air in the pocket, plenty of time. Gonna escape the pocket now. Oh, little lateral toss over to Disley. Disley past the 30, spin move, and gain of 8 right there. And a little improv skills by Russell Wilson. So little improv there by Russell Wilson on a nice little lateral over to Will Disley running towards his right. It wasn't a designed QB option run at all, but a nice play right there. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Seahawks. 2.5 left to go in the third quarter. Both of these teams pretty much even as far as total yards. Rams with 322 yards total. Seahawks just behind them, 1 yard shy, 321. Seattle with the football, 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation here for Wilson. Takes the snap, hands it off to Carson. Carson on the running back draw, bounces off a tackler. Stiff arm. Oh, he gets the edge here. Running towards the right sideline, past the first down, 35-40. Knocked out of bounds at the 44. Lost the football, but he was out of bounds anyway. Flagged on the play. We'll check the flag. What a run by Chris Carson. Broke 2 tackles as he should have been stopped shy for like a 2-3 yard loss in the play. Turned it down the right sideline, went around the defense and picked up the first down. We're going to check the flag though to see what this is about. And that's a penalty by the Rams defense. Illegal use of hands. Hands to the face by the Rams defense on the play. Automatic first down here by the Seahawks anyway. Great run though on the play for the first down by Chris Carson. Let's see here in the replay. Should have got tackled for 2 yards short. Breaks the first tackle. Boom. Stiff arm. Past the second one. Then goes around the right side past a group of Rams defenders. Picks up the first down about the 45-yard line. Oof. Someone in Ryan's stream said they knew where he lived and they were going to kill them. Yeah, of course, they would get banned for that. That is creepy right there. Creepy trolls go on some people's streams from time to time. This run, gain of 2 in the run by Rashad Penny. Yes, I do have all the classics for Madden, though. I don't keep up with all the new games with Madden because I have a full-time job now. I'm 23 and work. But when I was younger in middle school and elementary school, I used to play all the classics like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 for Madden. I have Madden 2000, a classic. Madden 2006. So those are the only 2 Madden games I believe I have. And then I have a couple of the college football games. College football 04, I think, college football 08, and college football 2011. Wilson with a snap on the 2nd and 8. Screen pass over here to Penny. Penny slips 1 tackle, and then he slips in the field for a gain of 1. My real job is a production director at a radio station, so I produce all the commercials for the radio station that I work at. I work with, like, all different types of people, from like mayoral candidates to city councilors, school committee people to record commercials, people from like local businesses who come in to record commercials. I also voice over a bunch of like national spots for like Lowe's, Little Caesars, Geico, a bunch of national spots, Dairy Queen, Exxon and Mobil, tons of stuff I do. So it's an awesome job. I produce all the music stuff too. Wilson passed down the field to Penny, first down. Penny beats his linebacker in a one-on-one coverage. Gets the first down. There's a flag of the play, though. Wilson saying it's on the defense for the Rams. So we'll check the flag here with 21 seconds left to go before the end of the third. And it's a pass interference call by the defense. So Aqib Talib with a pass interference call as he was holding on Rashad Penny as he went on the wheel route from the backfield. So the Seahawks now in a prime position to strike this football in the end zone. 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter right now. 1st and 10 coming up for Seattle. I have a feeling that the next play will be happening at the next side of the quarter. We'll see here if Seattle does spike it. Oh, they're going to have to spike one more. 5 seconds left to go. So they're going to hand this one off. HB drop the middle of Penny. Runs it to the 15, gain of 2. And that is the end of the third quarter. So end of the third quarter, everybody. 15 minutes left to go in football right now. We are on YouTube. We are on Sportscaster. Thanks so much all for joining me here on the stream. 26-21. And the ball inside the red zone when we get back here for the Seattle Seahawks. Zachariah plays in Madden 20. He has a 90 overall team rating with Marcus Allen and Michael Vick. Wow, that's classic throwbacks right there. That's fantastic. I have a girlfriend here. Should get my girlfriend to join the chat sometime. Would you guys be quite funny? Sometimes she joins me on Sportscaster and tries to troll me like she did for the Antonio Brown video I did about no more football for Antonio Brown. She was over in my house in the other room in the living room when I recorded that video in the morning, and then she entered my Sportscaster chats and started trolling me. It was hilarious. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Maybe someday. ESPN's only like 2.5 hours away from me in Bristol, Connecticut. People have told me that before, Blue Fox Boy. The people from my basketball streams have told me that I should be a commentator for ESPN someday. That'd be cool. Okay, everybody. Thanks so much all for joining me here. We are on Sportscaster. We are on YouTube, where I call play-by-play of this game for you guys right now. I'm going to post in something here for you guys in the chat. Feel free to check out that link. I am on Sportscaster too. Right now, I am in the top 10 of Sportscaster, so feel free to support me and view that link if you guys would like, where I am calling play-by-play in the second computer towards my left. Hey, what's good, James? Thanks so much, man, for stopping by to say hello. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for joining me here on the chat. Yeah, my girlfriend likes sports. She doesn't like know like a lot about like all the players like I do and stuff like that, but she knows like basic knowledge of sports and stuff. I think she likes the Patriots more than the Red Sox, even though she lives like 10 minutes away from Boston. Oh, that's awesome. Brent got out a few minutes early. Actually, I got out an hour late from work because there was a co-host that showed up at the radio station, so nobody was there to board up, so I was the only one left at the station that was able to do that, so I had to stay an hour later. It was with like a state rep too that I worked with, so that was pretty cool. Stayed an hour later, but it's nice to do. Talk to some people right here, but okay, Seahawks with the ball, prime position right now. Russell Wilson only has 4 incompletions. Currently, he has 11 touchdown passes this season and no picks. Wilson with the ball at the 15-yard line of the Rams. We're back to action here in the fourth quarter. Wilson takes the snap as he thought about screening it over. Going to run up the middle. Gain of 1 on Wilson on the quarterback draw up the middle. Brings up a 3rd and 9 here for Russ with 14:45 left to go in the fourth. Blue Fox Boy lived in Connecticut for 2 years and was born in Connecticut. That's fantastic. I'm not too far from you, Blue Fox Boy. Connecticut's an awesome state. There's some fantastic stuff out there in Connecticut. It's nice and quaint and quiet in some areas in Connecticut. Russell Wilson here in a shotgun. Carson to his right, lined up as running back. 3 wide to the left. Russell takes the snap, back to pass here for Wilson in the pocket. Escapes the pocket, rolling towards his left, trying to pick up the first down. He dives, and he appears to be short. Lost the football right at the spot of the game, but it did appear to be Russell Wilson was inches short of the first down marker. We'll see here. He's trying to plead his case that he got the first down. Depends where you live in Connecticut. I really like that part of the state in Connecticut towards East Haddam, Salem, Essex. It's such a nice part up there. Groton, Lyme, Old Lyme. Such a nice part of Connecticut over there. Really quiet, really peaceful. And a holding call by the Seahawks. So anyway, Russell wouldn't have got the first down on the run because it was an offensive holding call. Why does John hate ESPN? I actually have no clue. I've never talked to John about that. I feel like it probably has something to do with politics from the past, that ESPN has gone to be like a little bit more political or so in like the past like 4 or 5 years. They've gone to like bringing politics up in sports from time to time. So 13:50 left to go in the fourth quarter now. 3rd and 17 coming up for Russell in the shotgun. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line of Rams territory. Russell takes the snap back in the pocket right here. He's going to escape pass over the middle, incomplete. Overshot his wide receiver, Jerron Brown, and the field goal unit will have to come on for the Seahawks. Wilson took a shot as he was down on the field. Gets back up, though. Blue Fox Boy living out in Bridgeport and Danbury. Yeah, so you're towards way west out there, towards New York. Yeah, Danbury's right on the line of New York, basically. Yeah, so you're way out west there. I'm towards Massachusetts, right close to Rhode Island. So that's further away from me. That's like 2 hours away. So yeah, you're out towards kind of like New Haven, Orange. I've been out there like a few years ago. We went to the Pez factory in Orange, Connecticut. The field goal coming on. It's attempted. This one's dead center through the uprights by Jason Myers. It's up and good. Makes it a 2-point game, 26-24. Rams are still leading at it. So right now we are on Sportscaster, and we're on YouTube, by the way. Yes, I got a girlfriend, Zachariah. So I do have a girlfriend.
Well, the Rams talked about how it was a good thing after a disappointing loss at home to Tampa.
Blue Fox Boy, born in Norwalk. Yeah, so yeah, Norwalk and Stanford's towards like the very edge of Connecticut. You're getting out towards like Port Chester, New York, White Plains, kind of towards that area. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I know I'm like more familiar with the western part of Connecticut, kind of towards like Willimantic, Brooklyn, Connecticut, Colchester. That part of Connecticut's only like an hour away from me, like North Stonington, Mystic, New London, and Groton. When you get further into it, where Blue Fox Boy is, Norwalk, Stanford, Bridgeport, that's where it gets to be 2 hours. 13:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. And the Rams will receive this kick. This kick goes to the back of the end zone, out of play. So the Rams will take over at their own 25-yard line. Someone on YouTube named Joey Wagner and told me that the Raiders' new stadium will have a courthouse and a jail. That's so funny. I've actually think I've heard that name before on YouTube. Joey Wagner. I feel like that's a play-by-play name that I've heard before, Vaughn. Zachariah, born and raised in Houston and a fan of all Houston teams. There you go, buddy. That's fantastic there. 13:37 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. Ace formation for Goff, the quarterback. They have the ball at the Rams 25. Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Gurley. Gurley cuts towards his right, past the 25 to the 27. Gain around 2 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 8 coming up. So gain of 2 right there on the play. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button down below where I call play-by-play of this football game for you guys. 13 minutes left to go in the fourth. 2nd and 8 coming up at the 27. A Rams territory right now for the LA Rams. Ace formation for Goff, the quarterback. Gurley in the backfield here. Goff. Play action over to Gurley. Goff back to pass. Over the middle. Oh, diving into the turf is Brandon Cooks. We'll see if he caught this, though. I believe the ball was... Yes, so incomplete on the play. The ball just touched the tad portion of the turf right before it landed in Cooks' hands as Cooks tried to trap the ball, but it fell incomplete on the play. Brings up now a 3rd and 8. Good pressure up front by the Seahawks, allowing Jared Goff to release that football way earlier than expected right there. Big time pressure coming from Jadeveon Clowney. What a great acquisition they made in the offseason here. So 3rd and 8 coming up. 12:55 left to go in this game right now. Goff in the gun. Goff takes the snap, back to pass, pressure from the right side, passes right sideline, and drops it into the bucket, complete. Oh, complete at the moment, and then lost control of it. Brandon Cooks is down on the ground. He did catch the football at the right sideline, and then he lost control of it when he went to the turf. The refs will say it's an incompletion as he rolled over. We're going to take a look at this. Cooks bobbling that football, coming down to the turf with it, and then it got ripped out of his hands when he completed the process. It should be a completion. That should be changed to a completion here with a 1st and 10. I believe they have, but Brandon Cooks is down as well with an injury. So Brandon Cooks is injured right now as Fox is taking a commercial break. So right now we are on a commercial break. Prayers towards Brandon Cooks. He is down right now, being attended to medical staff on the right sideline, as it appears to be a concussion. Landed pretty hard in the back head area catching that football. So Blue Fox Boy, on his team, we have a play called Kyle Allen. It's fantastic. Naming it after the Carolina Panthers backup quarterback there. That's cool, dude. San Antonio needs a football team. Yeah, they had one for the AAF. San Antonio did. I think that Birmingham, Alabama needs like a football team too. That would be a place to move to. They had an AAF team. San Diego should have one back. St. Louis should have one back. But one city that really needs like a sports team needs to be Richmond, Virginia. Virginia has no professional sports teams. They're the biggest state in population size with no professional sports teams. Joey Wagner does videos about God. That's interesting. Be interesting for Canada to have a football team. They have the Canadian Football League in Canada. Blue Fox Boy. So currently, everybody, we are on commercial break here. We are on Sportscaster, by the way. Feel free to become a fan of mine if you guys would like to do. We are on the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. Also on YouTube here on Final Yard Football on YouTube. So right now, we're just on commercial break, waiting to get back to action in this game right now. We welcome you guys for being a part of my stream tonight, where I call a play-by-play of this game.
It's good to see you. On Facebook. Honey, where'd Fox Sports go?
Dish took it.
That's it. I'm gonna switch providers. Not just gonna let Dish take away everything I love. You hear that, honey? Honey?
Dish took away Fox and much more. Don't miss NFL on Fox this Sunday.
Oof.
Thursday Night Football presented by Bud Light Platinum.
Sorry to hear that, Brent, man.
Just had his first catch of the night.
Hopefully. Hey, mate. I know how, I know how you feel, man. One of my really good friends, too, doesn't have a girlfriend. The time will come, though, guys. Definitely, the time will come. But yeah, work always comes first over girls. Work always comes first. Able to make enough money, and then later in life, be able to get the pieces there. And I'm sure, man, someday you'll definitely have the chance. One of my friends too has been so unfortunately, he hasn't had like a girlfriend in 3 years or so. But just keep your head up every day, and you'll encounter something new someday, and it'll come at you when you least expect it, basically. Yes, so money first. Get the cash to support the family, and then right after that, don't, especially if you guys are young, don't be messing with, like, playing around and trying to chase after girls when you guys are younger or stuff. When you guys don't have a job. Job always comes first. Making the money, racking in the cash to make sure you have enough to support yourself. And then when you've got enough and stuff like that. The time will come when it's right. That is for sure. Blue Fox Boy saying it's not fun being a Patriots fan in Colorado. Yeah, I can imagine a slim percentage of Patriots fans being out in Colorado. I've never tried SeatGeek for sports events. I usually don't buy like online for sports events. Usually go in person or so. We used Fanatics though like a week ago to get some stuff. Actually, there was a lot of bad reviews about Fanatics, but actually it came in pretty timely with my shipping. It came in within like 5 days. Hey, welcome back, Ryan. Thanks so much once again. Yes, that is a good goal right there, Blue Fox Boy. Definitely go to college. If you go to college, the amount of money that you can make could possibly be rising more or so. So definitely use that dream to go to college and pursue an education. And the pass was completed here. So that is a challenge here. The pass was completed. Ryan Clark, no idea where he's going to go to college. Definitely going to stick in New England at least. I definitely recommend to you, Ryan, Curry College in Milton, Massachusetts. If you want to go in for like something sports related, like something like sports media or radio broadcasting, definitely check out Curry College from Milton, Massachusetts. That's my alma mater. Graduated in 2017. Fantastic college. They work you really hard, but at the end of it, it's all worthwhile. The run here by Gurley, and he gets nothing out of it. 1 yard loss on the play right there by Gurley with 12.5 left to go in the fourth. If you're up in Maine too, since Ryan is, I definitely check out Husson University with the New England School of Communication. Not sure what you want to go into, Ryan, but if you want to go into like sports media or like broadcasting someday, feel free to check out the New England School of Communication at Husson University. They have a terrific program. If you guys would like to like do sports media someday, still there's that opportunity. There's broadcasting schools all over the map that do that with like no degree. Cup gets the catch right there for around a gain of 7 on the play. So if you guys like would like to do like sports broadcasting someday, like something that I'm doing here, like play-by-play, being like a TV play-by-play or a sports analysis someday, feel free to try out. I'm sure that there's schools with degrees in the area. There's one called Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Masson, Connecticut, towards me, and all you need is like a certificate to do that. 3rd and 4, 11:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Goff takes the snap, ball spot at the 36, pass over the middle, complete, first down. Oh, breaks a tackle. Higbee chopped up underneath. Gets the first down to about the 25 with 11 minutes left to go in the fourth. The tuition of Curry is really expensive. I commuted. There's a penalty flag. Hands to the face here by the Rams. So, Rams offense is by Andrew Whitworth on the play. But Curry's tuition is so expensive. I commuted to save like $30,000 a year. That's how much living there cost. It's like $55,000 to live there for a year. To commute there, I was saving like basically 30 grand. I was going there for like 18 grand a year, which was crazy. Way crazy from like the 55,000 deduction just to live there. And I was commuting from like, it's like 7 miles south of Boston, and I'm almost from Providence as Goff takes a snap here. Goff unloads, right sideline, complete to Cup. Cup down the right sideline here to the 20, first down as he goes out of bounds at the 20. 10:42 left to go in the fourth. Yeah, it's so much money. But they're really good with scholarships. If you can at least like apply there and get a scholarship, they give like 100% financial aid almost. Like, they gave me a gigantic scholarship to go there too. But yeah, I commuted. Some of my commutes that took me to Curry each day was like 3-hour drives to go to college. Like going from Providence to Boston with the traffic. Like I had 8:30 a.m. classes that I had to leave for like 5:50 at the house to get there on time. Goff takes the snap to the end zone. Oh, did he catch it? Out of bounds by Woods. Incomplete, the rest are going to say. Woods thought that he was in, but the pass goes out of bounds with 10:09 on the clock left to go in the fourth. Vaughn's going in for sports media too. That's awesome. Blue Fox boy hoping that he can get a scholarship. UConn or LSU? He wants to go to a D1 school. UConn takes like really smart students in there. If you got good grades, try out UConn. One of my friend's younger brothers goes to UConn right now. 10:09 here left to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 coming up for Sean McVay and the Rams right now. McVay thinking about challenging that catch at the end zone by Woods, and he does throw out the challenge flag. So Sean McVay will throw out the challenge flag right now. Oof. I feel you, Brent. Yeah, I hear it, dude. Wow, that's close. Both of his knees right there. I thought he looked like he was down in bounds. Yeah, I definitely feel you, Brent. Some of the factory jobs are probably like more difficult than others. It probably depends on the corporation too. There's like the Amazon factory that's like near us, like 15 minutes away from us, and I think that like people actually enjoy working in the Amazon factory. It's a gigantic corporation. It's like the main corporation in New England. Vaughn wants to go to a D1 college. That's cool. I never had an opportunity to do that. I went to a D3 college that went 0-26 my senior year in basketball, and they went 1-77 or something like that my 3 years there at college. I graduated in 3 years, which was crazy, by the way. But yes, indeed, listen to James here. Good for you. Have goals and you can make them happen. That's what we've been talking about here throughout the YouTube chat for so long. Welcome in, guys, to Sportscaster, where I call play-by-play of this game. So this play being challenged by Sean McVay with 10 minutes left to go. If Robert Woods was down on the field and play or not, Sean McVay going to challenge it to see if it will be a Rams touchdown or not. The call was an incomplete pass on the field. We have 10 minutes remaining. But yes, just have goals, keep out and trying to succeed each and every day, and hopefully you'll be able to break those goals someday, which would be absolutely awesome here. So here's the call, guys, on the field. Okay, so the rolling on the field stands, so it's still an incomplete pass. So Sean McVay loses the challenge. The catch was called incomplete, and it will stand here on the Robert Woods incompletion. So Vaughn's sister wants to go to a college in Southern California. That's cool. Maybe Cal, maybe USC, maybe San Diego State. There's a lot of colleges out there. I think Pepperdine. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the whole map of California. I don't know where Malibu actually is located in California, but Pepperdine is in Malibu. 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, and do we have a timeout on the field? We haven't got the last playoffs in such a long time, everybody. Refs are still going over a clarification here with Sean McVay, so that's what we're doing right now. So we'll get the next play here in just a moment. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rams. Hey, what college do you want to go to, Vaughn? I'm interested to know that. Blue Fox boy planning to go to Georgia, but it's hard to get a scholarship there. I bet for sure, Blue Fox boy. If you do play sports and you're from New England, probably staying local would be your best bet, unless you're like a standout high school athlete that gets like championships with your high school team, because it's pretty tough to get recruited to the big name schools like Alabama, Georgia, LSU when you're up from like the Northeast, from if you're from like New Hampshire, Vermont, or Maine. This pass, screen pass to the 18-yard line, complete, tackled at the 18 to Robert Woods for a gain of 2 or 3 in the play. That's cool. UC Berkeley, where Von Hook's sister thinking about going to. Ooh. Sorry to hear that, Ryan, about a teacher having a stroke in his school. That's terrible, dude. Ouch, that must be really terrible. Oh my gosh, that's terrible to hear here. 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. 3rd and 7 coming up for the LA Rams as they're inside the red zone at the 18-yard line of the Seahawks. Big 3rd down. 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive for Goff. He's from the gun here with Gurley towards his left. Goff takes the snap back to pass. Over the middle. Incomplete. Nobody there in the end zone for the intended wide receiver. Closest one to the ball was Kupp, and it falls incomplete. So stops the clock here with 9:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. And the Rams with a decision to make. Most likely they'll bring on Greg the Leg to kick the field goal for 3 points coming up. Yeah, Jared Goff, the pressure went to Goff and couldn't throw that ball accurately. He threw that ball back on his back foot and overshot Cooper Kupp by a mile as the pass went incomplete. So we should have a field goal coming up, everybody, here. Yes, so Greg Zuerlein, perfect 2 for 2 in this game. 36 yards will be this attempt from the left hash. So Zuerlein on to attempt the field goal. The snap, the hold, Zuerlein's kick. This one is up and through the uprights, up and good by the Rams and extending their lead to 5. 29-24 here is the scores. The LA Rams are leading by 5. So currently we'll move on to a commercial break. The Seahawks will have the football here with 9:19 left to go in the broadcast. As this is Final Yard Football on YouTube, also on Sportscaster and the Sports Dish. Blue Fox boy, thinking about getting that D1 college scholarship. Just keep on working every day, man. Just to improve what you do out there. Do not take any days off if you want to be like a D1 athlete. No days off. Just keep on working every day, putting in those hours at the gym, keeping up with your GPA too inside the classroom, and being able to post good grades so colleges will be able to get you. But if you put in the hard work into the gym each and every day outside at practice and have good team working skills and is able to do it in the classroom too, the sky's the limit for you, Blue Fox boy. That is definitely for sure. Oh, that's good, Ryan. So that's good that the teacher suffered a stroke was alright. So that's a positive out of that right there. At least everything was fine with the situation. That would be totally devastating if it wasn't. That'd be devastating like that Farmington, Maine explosion a couple weeks ago. That was a sad situation up there. Just the whole street was covered in that explosion. That was ridiculous, seeing that on the news. Currently, we're on commercial break. Prayers towards everybody and their families involved yesterday. Horrific plane crash, by the way. Killed 7 people yesterday. I'd like to take a time out just to send prayers towards everybody out there. The 7 killed and their families towards that horrific plane crash out in Windsor Locks, Connecticut yesterday with a fighter jet that they were landing on the runway that crashed. That was just terrible. Terrible to hear about that yesterday. Currently, everybody, we are on commercial break right now. 389 yards of total offense by the Rams right now. Seahawks right behind them, 19 yards less. 370 total yards. The first downs almost looking even. 20 first downs by the Rams, 19 first downs by the Seahawks. But both of the passers here in this game, Jared Goff with more passing yards than Russell Wilson, but Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes today with an incredible quarterback rating. How about this? Wilson with only 5 incompletions, 156.3 for his QB rating in this game tonight. It's been off the chains by Russell Wilson in tonight's game here. So we have 9:19 left to go in the 4th quarter in action of this game. We welcome you guys to the broadcast here as we are on Sportscaster. We are on YouTube. Feel free to become a fan of mine as well as we are on Sportscaster calling this game right now. As this kick will go to the back of the end zone and Seattle will take it from their own 25-yard line coming up. And Blue Fox boy with an ankle injury, prayers to him as well. Rest up and hopefully a speedy recovery to Blue Fox boy to get back in time here for the rest of the season to play out. Prayers to you, man. Hopefully you'll get better, dude. 9:19 here left to go in the 4th. Seahawks down by 5 points, 29-24. Russell Wilson, 15 for 20 in the air, 251 passing yards, and perfect. 3 touchdown passes. He has 11 TDs this season with no interceptions. Only 1 out of 3 quarterbacks in the NFL with 0 picks that started all 4 games this season. Him, Patrick Mahomes, and Marcus Mariota. Wilson takes the snap, back to pass here in the pocket, rolling out to his left, pass complete, first down. Gain of 12 on the catch down the left sideline, gets out of bounds with 9:10 on the clock. So first down catch by Tyler Lockett on the play. Lockett's had a great game today. Oh, yes, people do absolutely nothing in school. One of my good friends of mine in high school was one of those kids who barely squeaked by with like a 2.3 GPA that like refused to do any of his work. He was that type of kid here. 8:50 left to go in the 4th quarter. Shotgun formation here for Wilson. Ball snapped at the 37-yard line. Hands it off to Carson. Breaks a tackle past the 40. Dragging tacklers along with him to about the 44. Not enough for the first down, but brings up here 2nd and 3. Blue Fox Boy saying he'd rather watch me than the actual game. Well, who in general would want to watch Joe Buck call a Thursday night game here? I like to see more energy and emotion on that broadcast someday. But it's just not happening there in the Fox-style broadcast with Joe Buck. 2nd and 2 coming up. Seattle just passed the Rams in total yards. The Seahawks now with 390. Handoff. HB draw up the middle to Carson. Carson shaking a tackle, picking up the first down and the gain of 4 in the carry. Nice run. We're under 8 left to go in this game right now with a 1st and 10 as the Seahawks are almost at midfield. Ball spot at the Seattle 48. Oof, GPA under 1. That is quite rough right there. That is not scholarship worthy for a college scholarship, I bet. Ryan's got a nice 3.59 GPA. That's great, dude. Keep up the good work. 7.5 left to go in the 4th quarter. Wilson, play action. He'll go to the air here from the pocket. He's going to roll out, scramble for it, past midfield, past the 45, slides down at the 44-yard line, just a yard shy of the first down marker, I appear. I think it will be. So, gain of 9 on the run by Russell Wilson. Close to that first down marker on the play. Wow, Vaughn with a perfect 4.0 GPA in the 7th grade during the 1st quarter. That's fantastic. That's great, dude. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Seahawks. Under 7 minutes left to go in the broadcast right now. If you guys are new to YouTube, hit the thumbs up down below. And thank you guys so much for joining me on Sportscaster, by the way, doing play-by-play of this game. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Seahawks. Wilson, ace formation, Carson in the backfield. Wilson takes the snap, hands it off to Carson. Patient up the middle, and gain of 2 in the carry. Brings up now 3rd and 1. It appears to be inches short. 3rd and inches here for the Seahawks, depending on the spot of the ball. But it appears that he is just a couple inches short. So, yeah, 3rd and inches here. 3rd and inches, under 6.5 left to go in the 4th quarter. Wilson hands it off to Carson. Carson passes the first down, passes the 40 to the 39 at LA Rams territory. And they're down by 5, trying to strike here as they're at the 39 at LA territory. Oh, wow, 4.1 GPA for Ryan's friend. AP Honors courses. Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, so the GPA for high school is a little bit higher than a 4.0 than if you're taking honors classes and stuff like that. Wow. Ooh, man, 2.5 GPA for Vaughn in the 7th grade. That is, yeah, quite the drop-off for sure. Or Ryan said 4.0 to a 2.5. Wow. Wilson takes the snap here. Ball at the 40 LA. Rolling out to his right. Watch out. Wilson delivers out of bounds. Incomplete. He took a shot on the play. And there's a flag down. Roughing the passer by Clay Matthews as he pushed Russell Wilson down to the ground when he released that football. So Russell Wilson releasing that football out of the tackle box right there, out of bounds, and he got pushed after he got released and went down at the turf on the play. Wow. The refs are getting together. We'll see if they pick up the flag. Troy Aikman doesn't like that flag, and the refs are going to stay with the call. So roughing the passer by Clay Matthews. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down here for the Seattle Seahawks. Oh man, that's a killer for that's a killer for the Rams. Sean McVay cannot believe it. Roughing the passer by Clay Matthews, automatic first down for the Seattle Seahawks. Wilson releasing the football. That was milliseconds later. That wasn't like 1 or 2 seconds later, like usual roughing the passer calls. Matthews wouldn't be able to hold up, and that's just a bad call by the refs. Matthews got the back end of that. He got the short end of that call right there. I thought it was when he released the football. Shouldn't have been roughing the passer. So 1st and 10 here. Ball at the 25-yard line of LA territory for the Seahawks. Handoff up the middle to Carson. Carson gaining 2 in the carry to the 23 of LA territory. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part here on my Sportscaster stream. If you guys enjoy what I do here on Sportscaster, feel free to become a fan of mine here on the Sports Dish. Also on YouTube, big thank you out towards everybody here on YouTube tonight. Almost 5 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Seahawks. Trying to cap off this big-time drive going down the field if they can go 75 yards for the TD. 5 minutes left to go in this game right now. Seattle, ball spot, the Rams 23. Wilson takes the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle to Carson. Carson slips a tackle past the 20, past the 15, first down, dragging tacklers to the 10-9 yard line by Chris Carson. The first down at the 8. Chris Carson with a big run up the middle with a first down to the 8-yard line of LA Rams territory. What a run right there by number 32 for the lime green Seahawks. Up the middle, big hole. And a first down on the run. First and goal now for the Seahawks. Ball spotted at the Rams 9-yard line. Tonight in the red zone, 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and a field goal by the Seahawks. Shotgun formation here for Wilson. Carson to his right. He'll hand it off to Carson. Carson tries to break a tackle. Nothing there. Nothing there at all. Loss of 2 on the play to the 11-yard line. Let's see here. Back on the chats. Ryan with that 3.59 GPA. Yeah, that's pretty good, I believe, Ryan. It's good. Keep up the good work, guys. 3.5 for Vaughn. Great job, guys. That's awesome. So 3.5 and 3.6 basically for Ryan. That's fantastic. Haha. Brent finally home at last. Welcome in, Brent, once again. Thanks so much, man. Being back here. Second and goal, coming up 3.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Seahawks in the gun right now with Russell Wilson, the quarterback. Going in motion, Lockett to the left, now going back to the right. Wilson takes the snap with 3:30 remaining. Pass, left fade to the end zone. Overshoots his receiver, Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up now a third and goal from the 11. Brent with the adult beverage and the tobacco stick to cap off his night. Fantastic. Fantastic to hear that you're home safely, dude. Stops the clock with 3:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. Third and goal coming up for the Seahawks. They're down by 5. I remember those late nights that we have winding down. We usually go up to New Hampshire after my dad gets home at like 10:30 at night. We don't get in to New Hampshire like 2:33 in the morning. Those classic late nights. Handoff here to Carson. Running down the right sideline. Whoa, he get the edge. Past the 10. Past the 5. He gets tackled at the 5. So he gets to the 5-yard line right there for Chris Carson. Try to get down the right edge of the sideline, but the Rams defense swarming in, and we got a 4th and goal here. Seattle will have to go for it. Under 3 minutes left to go in the 4th. Seahawks will have to go for this one as they are down by 5 points. 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Seattle has 2 timeouts remaining in this game. Russell is going 5 wide. He's going empty right now from the shotgun. 4th and goal from the 5. Russell here. In the gun, 2 wide to the left. 3 wide to the right. Wilson takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Wilson escapes. Trying to step up. Passing the ball to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Chris Carson from the backfield getting the touchdown. 2.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, man. When I was calling that play on the TV screen, my TV just froze here with no signal for a minute. I think it's like the TV antenna. I think it's raining outside where I am, so signal is quite rough. But Russell Wilson, how about that? Escaping the sack, rolling out in a touchdown pass. And guess what? Seattle is leading now 30-29 with a one-handed catch by Chris Carson. Wow. And yes, more points by Russell Wilson. Chris Carson with a terrific... Was that like a tipped grab? Yeah. Right corner of the end zone. Carson got it. Seattle will go for 2 now. They're up by 1. 30-29. The Seahawks will go for 2 with 2:28 remaining. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part of the stream. We're on Sportscaster. We're on YouTube calling play-by-play right now. This is the first attempt this season for a 2-point conversion, believe it or not, by the Seahawks. So Wilson going 5 wide once again. Carson lining up to the right. 2-point attempt coming up. Carson going in motion, lines up to the right side here. Wilson rolling out to his right, pass to the end zone. Oh, it's dropped. Metcalf almost had it, but dropped as he bobbled and rolled around on the turf with a football, but couldn't haul it in. 2-point conversion fails, and the score will remain 30-29. What a game. 30-29 right now. I am listening to Joe Buck on this broadcast right here when I'm calling the game, by the way. And there's just no enthusiasm at all on this Fox broadcast. I cannot believe that Chris Carson tipped that ball up to himself and got it in his hands for the touchdown catch. Wow. Von's teacher saying that you have to read books to be successful in college. Yeah, you do have textbooks. So definitely reading the textbooks is definitely encouraged to succeed in college. But, you don't really need to read books, I don't think, at the high school level to become successful. As long as, like, you're learning every day with, like, your vocabulary, picking up on stuff and learning new words, like, if you're reading articles, too, that's helpful. It doesn't need to be books. It can be, like, online articles, as long as you're, like, picking up on the little things, picking up on all the different, like, all new types of words that you probably haven't heard a meaning before, and learning, like, each and every day. If you learn something new, that's all that matters here. That kick goes to the back of the end zone here. The Rams will have the ball starting at their own 25. Yes, I indeed agree with you right there, Ryan, with a comment about Joe Buck. Man, it's unfortunate why Fox even has this guy with very little enthusiasm here. Mitchell, down to the 25. Classic Joe Buck statement. Or, he doesn't know which one is longer. 3/8, a half, 5/8. The classic shoe statement that he made during one of his broadcasts. Here we are, guys. Rams with the football with 2.5 remaining. Shotgun formation for Jared Goff, the quarterback. Ball spotted at their own 25. Goff takes the snap, pressure. Pass over the middle, complete here to Kupp. Kupp, turnaround, pass. Left side, past the 35, out of bounds at the 36. Stops the clock with 2:21 remaining. 2:21 remaining. Career long of Greg Zuerlein, by the way, is 60 yards here. So 60 yards is the career long by Greg Zuerlein. They'll do it in a tough atmosphere here on the road at CenturyLink Field against the Seahawks. Oh, career long 61, actually. 61 is his career long on November 8, 2015 against the Vikings. Shotgun formation right now for Goff, the quarterback. Ball spot at the 36. Goff takes the snap. Back to pass. Passes right side. Incomplete off the fingertips of Kupp. Kupp dropping an uncharacteristic pass. He was open by 2 steps on the play as he drops it with 2:17 on the clock. Yes, Randy Moss's moon to Lambeau at Lambeau. The full moon at Lambeau with Randy Moss. That was a disgusting act. That was quite the classic call there by Joe Buck. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Rams. They're down by 1, 30-29 to score with 2:17 left to go in this game. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line here. Robert Woods going in motion towards the left, 2 wide to the right side. Woods on the left side. Goff takes the snap. Back to pass, pressure. Coming from the middle, missed him. Goff releases, that ball gets batted down. Tight coverage on the play right there by the Seattle Seahawks, forcing the incompletion by Bradley McDougald, the full safety, on the pass deflection, the pass intended for Robert Woods, the wide receiver. McDougald, if he had the step on it, he could have had a pick 6 on that play. If he had an extra step on that football, he could have had a pick 6. That was close. Really close. 2:12 left to go here in the 4th quarter. The crowd is very, very loud right now for the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle going to be rushing 3 here. Goff with the gun. 2:12 left to go. Ball spot at the 36-yard line. Goff takes the snap. Over the middle. Off the fingertips. Oh, intercepted on the juggling catch by Seattle, but the refs are going to roll it incomplete. The refs will say that the ball hit the ground. If I'm Pete Carroll, you got 2:08 left to go in this game. I wonder if you're going to challenge that call. If you're Pete Carroll, I wonder if you challenge that interception. Let's see here on a replay. Ball is tipped. Oh, that looks clean. That looks clean, I thought. They just showed on the video board, and the fans are cheering. Gerald Everett let that ball bounce out of his hands. The ball was deflected up into the air, and it appears to be, on the replay, a clean interception. I think that's a clean interception right there. A diving interception on the ground. A fantastic interception by Tedrick Thompson. And Pete Carroll saw the replay on the video board, and I believe he's going to challenge. He's going over to the refs right now. He has his red challenge flag, and yep, Pete Carroll will throw this challenge flag to challenge this play. Wow, that is, oh man, that is reminiscent of the Julian Edelman catch in Super Bowl 51. reminiscent of, yes, the 28-3 comeback, what Ryan is pointing out here in the chat. That is reminiscent of the Julian Edelman catch in Super Bowl 51, except he wasn't on top of defenders. Tedrick Thompson with the interception right there, with a juggling act diving for the football. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible, that diving act on the field of play. Man, how in the world did he get that? Gerald Everett, ball lets it bounce out of his hands. Diving attempt right there, and Thompson appears to have intercepted this. Pete Carroll has challenged this play. So we have 2:08 remaining. Big spot here on the field. If you guys are new to YouTube, give me the thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And big thank you here towards everyone on Sportscaster tonight. Big thank you as well. Yes, James White with a touchdown run. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his 5th. What a comeback. It's more exciting than that. But, that's how I thought Joe Buck would be. But actually had more emotion in that play than what I've seen him throughout basically his entirety of calling all the NFL games. The David Tyree catch, that was something else, though, for Joe Buck. That was one of the greatest catches of all time in NFL history, and just no emotion right there. And it's caught by Tyree down to the 25 and a timeout taken. Yes, the next Super Bowl will be with Joe Buck, since Fox had it for 51. Fox will have it once again for 54 as they rotate. 55 will be with NBC and 56 will be with CBS. CBS is spectacular. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo do a great job at CBS. Yeah, we're looking at that replay. That clearly did not hit the turf. This should be interception by the Seahawks. And the Rams have 2 timeouts. And yes, the challenge has been reversed. The Seattle Seahawks have intercepted this football. Wow. Tedrick Thompson with a huge interception here with 2:08 remaining in the 4th quarter. That is big. That is just a huge interception. Yes, touchdown, no flags. And yeah, the Seahawks will be taking over this football. They're looking at the replay board. There's no way that this call stands in the field. This is being reversed. What an interception, though. If I'm you, Ryan, too, check out that interception and see if that's something that you like to upload, too. That was a fantastic interception. Here's the call, guys. Yep. Defender had his hands underneath the football. It's a clear interception. So I already put the football marker to Seattle. We all saw in the replay the Seahawks will get the interception with a call. It's been reversed here with 2:08 remaining in this game. That is a crusher. Jared Goff's first pick of this game right there. And it comes with 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Yes, Super Bowl 55 with Chris Collinsworth on the call for that game. So Super Bowl 55 will be with Chris Collinsworth on the call. Wow. Interception, though, with 2:08 remaining in this game. Wow. So 1st and 10 coming up, everybody. 2:08 left to go in the 4th quarter now. And the Seahawks with the football once again. Ball spot the 49-yard line. Russell Wilson quieting down the crowd. As Wilson will take the snap in just a moment. He does. Hands it off right there. And 2nd down coming up. So short yardage right there. 2nd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, everybody, as we are on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. Also on YouTube on Final Yard Football on YouTube. 30-29, the Seahawks winning this one by the thinnest of margins. So Chris Collinsworth in Super Bowl 55 alongside Al Michaels. And yes, Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, the spectacular CBS crew for Super Bowl 56. I love the CBS announcers. They're fantastic. I wish that Gus Johnson was still calling March Madness and CBS, the NFL and CBS. He's my favorite announcer of all time, Gus Johnson is. Yes, indeed, Brent. What a fantastic interception that was. Wow. That was the game changer right there. So 2 minutes left to go in this game before I sign off on the channel. Thank you guys so much for being a part of both of these streams tonight. By the way, when I call play-by-play in these streams. Yes, that was ridiculous. Just like the Jermaine Kearse catch in the Super Bowl in 49. That looked reminiscent to the Edelman catch against the Falcons in 51. That looked like the exact same thing, keeping that above the turf, the Edelman catch in 51, except Edelman wasn't on top of defenders on the play. There was nobody else in the area in sight when he went for that diving catch to the turf. Wow. That was a fantastic play.
Get the most from your amazing new iPhone 11 Pro on AT&T, America's fastest network for iPhone. More for your thing. That's our thing.
Yeah, Gus Johnson calls all the Fox games, so I'm pretty sure he probably has that game. Wow, that should be a good game. Iowa against Michigan on Fox. That's cool. So looking at baseball right now, Dodgers hold a lead against the Nationals 4-0 in the bottom of the 8th. That game's still going on. Cardinals beat the Braves 7-6. They held a ferocious comeback. And then here we have 2 minutes remaining in this game with an interception by Seattle. Will most likely be the game changer right there. Wow, what a game here. What an interception by Tedrick Thompson. Jared Goff has thrown 7 interceptions this season. That is the most in the NFL now. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Seahawks. A first down will crush the hopes of the Rams' chances in this game. Seahawks with the football here. Wilson in the gun. Lockett right behind the Wilson. Going to hand this one off to the running back Carson. Carson with a good yardage scenario right there. Gain of 5 in the carry up the middle. Brings up a 3rd and 2 coming up for the Seahawks. So this play call all comes down to the offensive coordinator. Timeout taken by the Rams. Defensive coordinator, too, for the Rams has to have his best play call of the game coming up. What you're going to throw at the other team. You got a 3rd and 2 here. You got a minute and 54 remaining. Seattle, if they do convert a first down, the game will be over. If the Rams can stop here, the Rams can get a stop. It'll be a 4th down scenario coming up for the Seahawks, and they're yet to be field goal range. So they're not yet in field goal range here for Seattle. Big play coming up here. Yes, Florida against Auburn on CBS. That should be a fantastic game. I think that's at 3:30 on CBS. So Wilson here, 4 touchdown passes. He has 12 TD passes and 0 picks this season. 3rd and 2. This is where heroes and legends are made right now. 3rd and 2 for the game winner for the Seahawks if they can get the first down with 1:57 on the clock. Oh, that's awesome. Ryan with a posted up interception. Wilson tries to go with the quarterback keeper here. Running. Ladders it over to Lockett. Nothing there. Swung down for like a loss of 7 on the play. Marcus Peters with an open field wrap-up tackle. Wilson should have kept it to see if he could make a tackle or miss to take a pass. I question that lateral. He lateraled it 2 yards backwards towards his right to Lockett. And Lockett not at all could get the edge. There was 3 defenders waiting there in his wings, not even close to the first down marker. So the Rams call their last timeout, and the Rams will receive this punt coming up. Terrible play call by Pete Carroll there. 2 timeouts left by the Seahawks, and the Rams will get the football back with a minute and 50. So this game is still yet alive here for the LA Rams. Wow. Oh, Pete Carroll's furious. There was a face mask that wasn't called in the play by Marcus Peters. Wow, clear face mask, and the refs missed it. Wow, that would have ended the game right there. So, back to punt this ball. Michael Dixon for the Seattle Seahawks. Clear face mask that wasn't called by the refs. Wow, they missed one right there. The Rams are lucky to get this football back. Ooh, that punt was almost blocked. The Rams will get this punt. They'll return it, though, from their own 5-yard line. Natson running down the right side. He gets tackled by 3 lime green jerseys at the 6. A lot of running for no yards in the play right there. By the Rams with a minute and 38 left to go in the 4th. So Natson made the first guy miss, but nothing there. Nothing at all. Just rushing towards the right sideline. Got nothing there in the play. Wow. So the Rams will have to drive down 94 yards down their field to see if they can get the W in this game. Here we go, guys. Get ready here. 94 yards to the end zone. The Rams will take over at their own 6-yard line with a minute and 38 left to go in the game, and they're down by 1 point. So here we are, guys, getting ready here. They are down by 1 point right now in action. 1st and 10, 1:38 remaining here for the LA Rams. If you guys are on Sportscaster, feel free to become a fan of mine. If you guys are on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Goff takes the snap, pass over the middle, complete to Everett. Oh, stiff arm right there. What a stiff arm. Throws his defender down, but couldn't get the first down. Appears to be 2 yards shy of that first down marker. Brings up about the 2nd and 2 coming up for the Rams. What a stiff arm, though. Throw the hand in the face, man. Throw him down to the ground. 1:19 left to go in the game of the 4th quarter. Goff takes the snap here. And that pass. He passes that one towards the right sideline. My TV, it's downpouring out, so my TV is cutting in and back out with a signal right now here at the moment. Trying to wait for a confirmation on that play. Let's see here. We'll check to see what it was. Incomplete towards Gerald Everett with 1:18 remaining. 3rd and 1 coming up now for Jared Goff in a big 3rd and 1 situation here for the LA Rams at this stage of the game right now. 3rd and 1, ball spot at the 17-yard line. Goff in the gun. Going empty. 3 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Goff takes the snap. Back to pass. Left side complete to Woods. Past the 20. Down the left sideline. Gets out of bounds at the 27. First down by Robert Woods on the catch. Stops the clock here with 1:09 left to go in the 4th quarter. Robert Woods with a catch. Picks up the first down. So Woods to keep this drive alive here. 1:09 left to go. Hurry up offense. Goff takes the snap back to pass. Short. Left side again. Complete out of bounds. Appears to be 9 or 10 yards on the catch by Cooper Kupp at the first down marker. Stops the clock with 1:04. So this is how the Rams scored right before halftime. The hurry up offense. They're doing it once again with the Seahawks. Soft coverage underneath by Seattle. Allowing the open passes complete on crossing routes by the Rams. 2nd and 1 coming up. Ball spotted and flags in the play. Flags in the play with 1:04 remaining. False start. It appeared to be by the Rams. False start here. We're going to check to see if... Yep, false start by the Rams. 10-yard penalty or 5-yard penalty here. False start by the Rams. On the play, going to back them up yardage. Yes, Gus Johnson is fantastic for an announcer. I wish he still called March Madness games. 1:04 left to go in the 4th quarter now. It's a 5-yard penalty then. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Seahawks. Ball spotted at that LA 31. Shotgun formation here for Goff, the quarterback. Going in motion, Everett towards the right side. Goff going to call an audible right now. Clock stopped at 1:04. 12 on the play clock. Goff takes the snap. Back to pass right now. Passes left side. Complete out of bounds at the 44-yard line by the slot receiver Cooper Kupp. On another crossing route. Stops the clock at 1 minute even left to go. Thank you guys joining me here. We are on Sportscaster. We are on YouTube. Give this the thumbs up down below on YouTube and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. 1 minute left to go here. Shotgun formation for Goff, the 42 at LA territory. Goff takes the snap, back to pass, over the middle. Oh, call past the 40, 35. Oh, he lost the football at the 30. Everett with a catch. He thinks he's down. And the Seahawks think that they forced a fumble. The refs are going to say that Everett was down by contact. Yes, his elbow was down and the football jarred out by contact. So Gerald Everett is down at the 30-yard line of Seattle territory, down by contact in the play. 33 seconds remaining. No timeouts by the Rams. Taken down to 30. Shotgun formation here for Goff. Taken. 28 takes the snap. Passes. Short left side. Incomplete. Intended for Kupp down the left sideline. Stops the clock at 24 seconds. 24 seconds remaining. Ball spot at the Seattle 30-yard line here. Greg Zuerlein's longest field goal is from 61 yards out. If he was to kick the upcoming field goal, I think it would be from 47 here at the moment. 24 seconds remaining left to go in this game right now. What a play on that catch by Gerald Everett. His elbow was indeed down. Ball spotted at the Seahawks 30. And the gun right now is Goff, the quarterback. It's got Gurley to his left. Goff takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Goff launches left side. Knocked down. Incomplete. Incomplete on the pass deflection. Stops the clock with 20 seconds remaining. Jamar Taylor, the corner, got his hand in there to knock it down. He was working on Cooper Kupp. Taylor almost had the pick too. Kupp was able to fight with him to just knock it down. I think Kupp knew it was incomplete on the play. 3rd and 10 coming up. 20 seconds, guys, remaining in this game. Hit that thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well on YouTube. I call play-by-play here. 20 seconds remaining. The Seahawks are up 30-29 against the Rams. The Rams do have the football, though, in Seattle territory, with the ball spotted at the Seahawks 30. Shotgun formation for Goff, the quarterback, going 5 wide. Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. It's going to cost the Rams 5 yards. Delay a game. Delay a game by the Rams in the play. Going to back them up 5 to the 35. So a 47-yard field goal becomes now a 52-yard field goal because of that 5-yard penalty. Wow, they couldn't snap the ball in time. That is a killer right there. That is an absolute killer at this stage of the game when you have 20 seconds remaining. Wow. 20 seconds left to go in this game, everybody. 3rd and 15 coming up here for the LA Rams. They're down by 1, 30-29. Goff from the gun. Ball spotted at the Seattle 35-yard line. Goff takes the snap now in the pocket. Passes. Short right side. That one's complete. Down the right sideline. 30. Out of bounds at the 26 by the tight end. Gerald Everett stops the clock with 15 seconds remaining. Brings up a 4th down and 6. So 4th down and 6. 15 seconds remaining. But here's the question. The Rams, if they do make the field goal, did they leave just a little bit too much time on the clock for the Seahawks? When the Seahawks get back the ball, probably be around 10 seconds or so to see if they can have a trick play or so in America on them to win the game. 44-yard attempt from the right hash coming up here by Greg Zuerlein to take the lead here for the Rams with 15 seconds remaining. Here we go, everybody. The snap, the hold, Zuerlein's kick. It is up. It is close. It is no good. Wide right by Greg Zuerlein with 11 seconds remaining. And Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks will come away with a W at home by the thinnest of margins, a 1-point victory. Wow. You have one of the best kickers in the NFL, Greg the Leg, and he missed it as wide right as possible right there. That was inches away. The snap, the hold, and Zuerlein from the right hash. Good snap, good hold. It was just a tad wide to the right. Oh my gosh. Yes, indeed. This continues to be an atrocious season for kickers right now. Usually the all-reliable Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein will drill those field goals time after time. But tonight, in Seattle, in the crowd noise at CenturyLink, he misses it, and this game will go final. Seattle with the football, no timeouts left to go on the clock for the Rams. Seattle takes the snap with Wilson, takes the knee on the field, and this game is done. 30-29. This one has gone final. What a game here on Thursday Night Football. Wow. What a game here. Oh my gosh. Came down to a missed field goal by inches right there by Zuerlein. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the broadcast, by the way, here on YouTube. And I will be back on Sunday for Patriots versus Redskins. I'll be doing the call of that game for you guys on Sunday. Before you go, feel free to give me the thumbs up here on YouTube and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well. Also, I'll post my Sportscaster stream for you guys here as well. I do, I'll post here for you guys on YouTube. I go live on Sportscaster for my football game picks every week on Tuesday. So I'll put that down for you guys before I sign off. But thank you guys for being a part of my streams tonight. You guys were awesome once again. So I usually go live on Sportscaster for my Sportscaster link that I posted on around Tuesday nights around 7:30. I do my weekly game picks over there each and every week on Sportscaster. So feel free to join me there on Sportscaster. What a game, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. The Seattle Seahawks winning a thin margin game. Wow. Coming down to a missed field goal. 30-29 the final. We're going to sign off on YouTube here, and we'll sign off on Sportscaster right after. We welcome in Luis here to the stream on Sportscaster. What is good, Luis? Thank you so much for joining me on the Sportscaster stream. What a game between these two teams right now. Yes, indeed. Go Seahawks. With this game, I had predicted the Seahawks to win this game. I predicted them to win 30-23. A little bit closer than I expected. 30-29 the final. But signing off here on YouTube, I'll be back. Patriots against Redskins on Sunday. Thank you guys so much for joining me as this is Final Yard Football on YouTube.